everyone, welcome back to 3D6 Down the Line, the most criminally underwatched actual play series on the internet. We are in episode 5 of our campaign of Mothership, Sci-Fi horror RPG running through Gradient Descent. My name is John. I am the warden for the evening, and going around the horn we have tonight.
Hi, everybody. I'm Matt. I'm playing Thul Sadu, scientist extraordinaire, engineer, roboticist. Not gonna lie, she's a little stressed out. Just a bit.
Just a bit. Hi, everyone. I'm Ted. Tonight I will be playing Cromwell Dixon, who is extremely calm, very pleased, and I would like to, if I may paraphrase, episode 5, still alive. We'll see if that condition continues.
Yeah, exactly. Such hope at the beginning of the episode. We would normally have David tonight. He is dead to us, so no Android in the mix to screw up your fear saves. And Mike should be joining us soon, which is why you're seeing a blank screen in his stead at the moment, but he should be joining us in media res, and he's playing Sharp, our Marine. Okay,
Cowardly Marine.
Ted picked the wrong party makeup and night to rejoin the group.
What are you talking about?
At this particular moment. Yeah, he joins back in when there's only one other PC, and in the midst of some high-stress situation. So the date and time, real quick, it's still New Year's Day, 21/25. It is now 3:10 p.m. So they had dropped down into Eden, which apparently was the former visitor accommodations for the facility, but has been repurposed by Monarch to be some sort of walled off level to house the chosen and fallen androids, which you have yet to quite suss out exactly what the difference is between them. You're fairly certain that you may have come into at least audio contact with the fallen. You have definitely met the chosen in their playground, which was full of like a jungle gym and video game consoles and whatnot. But that was all surrounded by a significant amount of horror in the shape of pseudo-flesh. One room with a weird pseudo-flesh statue of an adult showing care towards a child. But the walls and ceilings were filled with stretched with pseudoskin. And then in a much larger room, a convention hall, where CloudCon 25 apparently took place, are these huge, massive stalks of pseudo-flesh with sphincters all around them, suppurating white pseudo-milk with androids crawling over them like maintenance spiders. Quite horrific. And so
doesn't get better.
Tulsa took one look at that and noped out of there, and they decided that what with the stress really piling up, trauma spirals happening, all that kind of stuff, that with 2 artifacts, maybe they should go back to the Bell and try to chill out for just a bit. So they have retreated back into the visitor shrine, is what that room is called, with the flesh statue sort of thing, and have just decided to make their way back. So let's get things rolling. At the start of the session, I want everyone to, well, you too, I guess, to make a Ben's check, please. Your favorite.
All right.
Okay.
And remind me that the
D100. D100, and you want to roll over your score. So give us your. Don't forget, for all rolls, tell us the score, and then tell us what you roll.
All right. My Ben's is a 4, and I rolled a 48.
My Ben's is an 8, and I rolled a 40. So we're good.
Great.
No bending.
And then Dixon, I need you specifically to roll me a D10.
Oh, on account of random, you're not going to tell me thing, or
just roll the D10. It's not going to
just roll the D10. He says
it's going to be fine.
Episode 5, still alive.
You must have trust.
Still alive. I rolled a 2, John.
A 2. Okay, you now have 6 Bens rather than 4.
And this is because
you don't even know what the Bens are.
But you got more of them.
I begin to see how this mechanic works. They just grow until one day you explode.
The one thing I'll tell you is that you were absent last week, but I would have given it to you at the beginning of last week if you were present.
I see. All right. I'm presuming that I spent last session in that water closet there processing the lasagna that I had earlier. And
exactly. He was definitely repeating on you. Lesson learned: don't get lasagna from a vending machine.
Don't get the lasagna. Stick with the cheeseburger out of the vending machine. Everyone knows.
Exactly. You reap what you sow there, Dixon. That's what we're saying. Can I get a stress check count from you two as well?
So it looks like I'm at 9.
9. Okay.
Yeah, and I'm a little higher than that, John. I'm rocking a 15.
Rocking a 15.
15 stress.
And as you can see in their lovely little David-made graphs below, that Thulsa's is red and Dixon's is firmly in the yellow. Sharp is riding high at with an 8 stress, so he's still sitting in green. No, again, the range here we're talking 3 minimum, and then 20 maximum before you start losing actual stats. Which okay. Me having told you that was one of the reasons why you were like, we better go back to the bell. Okay. Right. All right. So you guys have decided, you firmly decided to go back to the bell. Having made that decision in your minds that is the best course of action that you have all agreed upon is the best course of action for the group. Mm-hmm. I need you to make another Ben's check.
Okay.
Yep.
Who are you who are so mysterious in the ways of science, John?
Don't forget your new score, Ted.
Right.
Okay. I'm rocking an 85 over an 8.
Great.
No problems here.
So my new Benz is a 6.
Oh. Did you fail it? Did you fail it?
How is possible? That face again.
What'd you roll? These chances, you rolled a 4. Chances are so low to fail these Ben's checks at this stage. All right. Okay. Making a note. Thank you.
Yeah. What shape does he turn into now?
Well, I know it's absolutely zero consolation, Ted, but even if you were still at 4, you still would have failed it. So you're like welcome.
Florence Nightingale, John. Thank you.
Not only do you suck, you really suck.
It's like that Skeletor meme where I'm like, you still would have failed it. Run off.
Until next time.
Yeah, exactly.
All right. Fine.
All right. So
I don't feel so good. Do I like feel anything, John? Do I feel like
not particularly? No. I'll let you know if something occurs that trigger something. All right, so you've made the decision to go back. Of course, the only way that you know to get back is the lift. So I assume you're heading straight back out from the visitor shrine into the lobby, right? The executive lounge, and then back up the lift.
Beats the space anus. Let's take the
not hard to beat the space anus.
Okay, so so you guys have collected. Let's just say that you guys were discussing what you should do back in the visitor shrine after trying to shake off the horrors of looking into the garden itself, which was the convention thing, and you guys were kind of huddled around in the visitor shrine doing that. When you decide to, okay, let's go, you turn around and you look at the statue of the humanoids in the middle, and it appears that both the adult and the child have shifted positions completely. Where before, the adult was reaching down, was wearing a suit, and was holding the hands of the smaller one, right? Now they are both standing rigid at attention with their hands at their sides, not holding each other's hands, and appear to be facing you. But eyeless, right? Like you can't, they're just covered with pseudoflesh.
Oh,
man. This is like a weeping angel situation here, man.
I do not like it. I really do not like it. And they're facing us. Their positions have changed, but they're currently just standing stock still.
Yeah, everything else is exactly the same, but there is no reasonable explanation for how that could have occurred. You remember, Thulsa, when you stepped back into the visitor shrine from the garden, of course, your mind was still a reel, of course, but you're pretty darn positive that they were in that original position before. So something happened, and it can't be explained. So therefore, I need you both to make sanity saves.
Okay. This is fine. This is fine.
Okay.
Doesn't get any easier. Sorry, guys.
Damn it.
Did you fail?
Oh,
Yes.
Okay. Ted.
And that's extra bad for you.
Yeah. So, Thulsa, you're gonna raise up yours to 16.
Raise up my my stress. Oh yeah. Oh, that was a 7 that I rolled, by the way, against a sanity of 45.
Yeah. Okay.
all
So
right.
my stress
my
goes up.
sanity save is a 32.
Fail.
Oh, and I need to get under it.
Yes.
Yeah.
Aha. I rolled a 22. Ah,
Oh
You rolled a
wait.
22?
Wait. No.
I did.
That's a critical.
We're-
What?
Did you go under it
I-
as well, Matt?
Yeah. I rolled a 7. I'm so stupid. Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
I'm fine.
Yeah, we made it.
All right. Cool.
Okay.
Yeah.
So what does
We were
the
both super
critical
sane. Whew.
sanity save get me?
We got
John?
bends on the brain, man.
That's a good question. You kind of have to interpret this each time. Let's see. I'm not
Critical
really sure.
sanity.
I don't know.
You're feeling extra clear. This is so fine.
Can
you
it
don't even care.
take the
Maybe it
stress
happened,
away?
but
Doesn't probably not.
Yeah, I don't really have the time to figure out something right now. But you made it, which is good. So no penalties. All right. So yeah, but it is rather weird. But you, Dixon, in typical Teamster fashion, you take it in. Well, you both kind of take it in stride. You're just like, things couldn't get any weirder.
Here's
But
what I
they
wanna
do.
compared to the
now.
room I just saw,
But they
this is nothing.
I'm going to pull my revolver out, and I'm going to back away from the statues towards the lift, and watch them as I back away. I don't want to put them out of my sight.
Gotcha. Okay. So you guys are like, okay,
Yeah.
that's fucking weird, and you move back, arms at the ready,
Yeah.
towards the door.
And we have to go through the lobby to get back to the lift.
Yeah,
right?
I
So
know.
we're
That's
backing
correct, yeah.
into the lobby from the taint room.
Yeah,
Okay.
so, just to be aware that there is a corridor that connects the shrine to the what's called the executive lounge, which you call the lobby. Just so you're aware. I don't know if I pointed that out before, but as you open that, so you're like, well, okay, that's weird, but we've seen weirder. Backing out, you open up that door, and things get weirder
Oh,
on the way back because
Oh,
behind you hear what is well, actually you can't actually put a direction on it because it comes crackling over your comms, actually breaking up frequently as if there's like a lot of static and not a good signal or anything like that, right? But you can distinctly hear the sound of a child weeping. A very small child. You can't place what the gender might be, and it comes in and out. And the only reason that you can confirm that you're not hallucinating is that you make eye contact with your teammate, your crewmate there, and you both are sort of like, yeah, I hear it. Yep.
John, is it too late for me to miss the session again? Is it?
It's not good as your heart
All right.
sinks a little bit.
Okay. So we have creepy baby on crying. There's no way this is real baby. I'm sorry. This is not real. This is not real baby. Sorry, it's just a trick. Maybe a kid in the nursery room. Father, no. This is not. This is no baby.
Sounds like a real baby, but I can't think of any reason why there'd be a baby on this space station. I mean,
And little
they
android
don't
baby.
grow
Maybe.
the androids like that, right?
You have
Who
seen
knows?
Well, in the playground, you saw a mixture of child and adult androids, but there was no differentiation in their behavior at all. They were all acting basically like children, like in the fact that they were playing on the jungle gym and playing video games and stuff like that.
And there's a wide range of, like, you know, what baby crying might be. And tell me if it's not specific, that's fine. But does it seem like a toddler crying, like with mommy, you know, like words mixed in, or like an infant, like
Not an infant,
you know?
more like a toddler or a very young child. Yeah.
And is it like Susie stole my toy or my legs are being eaten?
No, it's just crying. Just there's no words.
Right.
Yeah.
All right. I mean, I don't care. There's no real baby here.
Turn the
that, let's go.
off. I don't want to hear that. Changing the channel.
Yeah, I agree. It's a good idea. Click.
Does changing the channel change anything, John, or is it on all channels?
So you keep comms on, but you just switch the frequency.
Yeah.
Okay, so if you just change the frequency, it comes over that frequency as well, a new frequency.
Oh, that's terrible news.
Yeah.
When that happens, I turn my comms off. I do not want to.
Yeah,
I do not want
comms
to do
off.
that.
Okay, cool.
I don't want to listen to that.
All right,
That
so
might stress me out.
you have no idea like where it's coming from because it was coming over your comms. So with that in mind, I assume that your goal is still not changed, right? You're going to back down that corridor.
Right.
I'm not saving any babies on this space station, man. There's no way.
Yeah, there's no babies here. I do want to check something, John. When I came into the taint room, I did a rubbing of some like graphite on the number pad. Mm-hmm. Can I tell if anybody's been poking numbers in the meantime? Like,
no one has. No.
Okay, great. So I'll leave that there.
And does the lobby because we had the shifting statue there, does this lobby / executive lounge look different in any way? It's not.
Yeah. Okay. So
moving around.
No, nothing. Well, something has changed. Yes, definitely. But the features of the room itself appear to be the same. So basically, corporate luxury hotel sort of thing, relatively nice looking. Things kind of scattered across. Oh, you know what? I never mentioned. I missed this actually. The hallway that you're backing down, like still looking at the statues from the visitor shrine on the way back. I don't know why I didn't describe this on the first time there. They are lined. Is lined with creepily defaced portraits of what you can only assume are cloud bank executives of the past. All right, but they look like they've been sort of manipulated and changed into looking more like horrible, creatures and stuff like that on that thing. So it's kind of unnerving.
Is it like like glasses and devil beard, or like really monstrous?
More monstrous. Like none of them like make you titter with laughter. Let's put it that way. You know what I mean? Like it's graffiti, like it, but it's pretty like horrific graffiti, right?
Okay.
Something I wanted to ask you, John, that I realized you probably told us at one point, but if so, it escaped me. Listening to last session, David trying to get through that security booth and assuming that the machine gun might not work because it was so old. How long has this station been abandoned, deactivated? I'm not sure any of those are the right word, but no longer under Cloud Bank control. Is it 10 years, 20 years, 100 years?
It's not that long. I'd say it's probably been a couple decades, I think, maybe at most. I don't really have a firm number for that, but somewhere in that neighborhood, though.
Right. Okay.
Definitely within living memory, Yeah.
That's helpful.
Yeah.
So, to David's point, we can reasonably expect machinery to work and machine guns to be functional and so on and so forth, because 20 years isn't really that long.
Yeah. And everything you've seen so far, you've got working light, working oxygen, working gravity. You know what I mean? A lot of things are screwed up and destroyed, but all systems seem to be relatively nominal.
Yeah.
Right?
Okay.
Okay. So when you you're backing your way out, weapons pointed down towards the visitor shrine just in case, and kind of with these faces sort of passing by you in your peripheral vision, which is not helping your mood at all. And you, with one hand, sort of open up the airlock door. Bulkhead door, I should say, to get back into the executive lounge. When you do so, and you arrive back in the lounge, you see that you are not alone in the lounge. There is what, at first glance, seems to be a small boy, probably about 6 or 7 years old, and he is wearing a Disney World T-shirt. And one of those Mickey Mouse ears hats, right? With the ears themselves on top of the hat, right?
M-S-E-K-E-Y-M.
And you're like, what the fuck is that? And then it disturbs you even more because the child moves and he has this look of overwhelming sadness on his face, tears streaking down his cheeks, rosy. His chubby little cheeks like flushed red, But then as he moves and he catches the light, he sort of shimmers and fades out of existence and then fades back in again as if he's some sort of like projection or a hologram or something like that, right?
Okay.
And you can see a little bit through him as if he's a little bit translucent, but he's looking right at you and crying copiously, just and you see it and you're like, what the fuck is that? Like, it doesn't, it looks like a phantasm, like straight out of some sort of horrible nightmare that you've seen before. I need both of you guys to make a sanity save, please.
Damn it. Hey, John, how about my critical success from last one means I don't have to do this one?
Nice try.
Oh, I thought you were a river to your people, man.
He is of rolls and saves.
That's right.
All right, Matt, go for it.
I am fine. I rolled a 9 under 45. Super save.
Okay.
And I rolled a 12 under 32.
Oh, good. Well, you guys are beating the odds there. All right, so you're taking it in a stride, but you're not happy about what you're seeing, the kid is he doesn't have anything in his hands, but he got the whole like Disney World gear on, and he's like looking at you guys, and he's pleading. He's like, "Are you my mommy? I need my mommy. Where's mommy?"
I'm looking for a projector on the ceiling or on the walls, any kind of cameras or glass
source of the light.
Like, can I tell where this is coming from?
You cannot, which is even more disturbing.
Okay.
He's moving towards you. He's like, Daddy.
I'm going to call out. We did see your mother, and she's in the bathroom right over there. Just right through the door, right through there. She's in there just fine.
No, she isn't. I checked. She's not there. She left me.
Oh, no. She went down into the vent, and she said for you to go follow her. There's a vent in there, and you can just go. It's fine.
Are you going to leave me too?
Yep, because that's what I did to my own kids back home on Earth. I'm getting the hell out of here. I will say goodbye right now, and I'm getting on the elevator.
No, you're not allowed to leave. And his eyes get really wide. And then that scene in beginning of Big Trouble in Little China where Lopan's eyes
Crap.
His eyes get wide and teary and they're crying, and then light shoots out of them.
So my new character is a all right. Lopan, the child, Lopan attacks.
Child Lopan, yes. It's only out of the eyes, not the mouth as well, which is good. I need you, Ted, make me a sanity save at disadvantage, please.
I don't know why. This happens to me all the time. I should be used to it by now. Okay. Sanity score remains 32. And John, you got to come up with some critical saves here, because not only did I roll a 22, I rolled a 3.
Oh, wow. All right. So you so it's at disadvantage. So unfortunately
bad.
the 22 doesn't count, but the 3 does. It's a disadvantage. So the 3 is
You take the worst.
Yeah,
the worst. You take the
score.
worst. So the 3 is the worst one.
3 is worse.
Wow.
Yeah.
3 is the lowest.
It's the worst of them though.
Okay,
so
fine.
you
22's better. Come on.
yeah.
Fine.
Okay, so you're so you are so what you're trying to duck away from whatever this strange attack is from the eyes, right? But when you make contact with his eyes and the beams sort of shoot into you, you instead of feeling any pain, what you are is assaulted with a distinct memory, and it's a memory of this child at Disney World, like wandering around Fantasyland, basically, and he's crying amid a crowd of tourists as they're all kind of moving around him and through him, just basically ignoring him, and he's sort of standing there alone with like a little balloon, just crying, and his parents are nowhere in sight.
This poor kid.
There's a split second, Dixon, where you the impression you get is that you're the child, that it's your memory, and then but you quickly dismiss it as if like, oh no, like whatever's happening, which is weird, it's definitely like this kid's memory, which is awful, right?
See, this is why I prefer to go Universal.
And it's also running towards you with its little hands outstretched as well, and just going like, "Daddy, no, don't leave me!" With its like the eyes like. What are you guys gonna do?
Okay. Here's what I would like to do, John. I would like to run away, but before I run away, I want to take out, like, seeing this thing is like kind of light based. I have in my pack, in my stuff, I have a Mylar blanket, which is that super reflective, shiny, like, little blanket that they put on the marathon runners at the end of the race.
Mm-hmm.
I want to see if that is going to kind of like disrupt this kind of hologram thing, because maybe we can't see the projectors, but if this thing's made out of light, which it seems to kind of be, and has like a light based, thing going on, I want to kind of like, take out this Mylar blanket, and, if he gets close enough, like put it over him, or at least interpose it between.
Gotcha. Okay, so just to remind us about how like combat sort of works here, it's very sort of free form. So I sort of describe like what will happen if you guys do nothing, and then you sort of respond to that, and then you guys get to go basically. So what I'm going to say in relation to that pulling it out is that that'll take a little bit longer than it's going to take for the child to actually reach Dixon.
So when I see him going for his pack, what I want to do is, a la Scooby-Doo, kind of run around the room while he's trying to catch me. Basically, jumping behind sofas and running over tables and just
Will
trying
you
to
wave your arms like this?
I think I might, yeah.
Okay.
In fact, I'll even yell "Rut-row" and then start running away from him, but like zigzagging around and trying to keep his Thulsa Dew can get something out of her pack.
Gotcha.
Whatever the hell it is. See. I assume it's an EMP or thermonuclear weapon of some sort, because this thing is horrible and I want it to die.
Or a blankie.
A blankie.
So my issue here is, and not that I blame the game or anything, because it's pretty loose, but they don't have any sort of like evasion sort of mechanics here. But I assume though that
speed
I guess
speed maybe, or
yeah, I mean they're actually, yeah, that might work. Actually, that's a good idea.
Could be like a speed roll. That sounds like a speed thing. Sure.
Yeah. Let's do that.
All right, speed roll. So my speed is a 37, and this is one fast little kid. I rolled a 65.
65. Okay, yeah. So again, that's your speed, like when you're under pressure, which you are. Yeah, and as Thulsa is like rummaging through her pack and like unfolding the Mylar thing, the child, you're backing over and stumbling over desks and stuff like that, Dixon, and the child reaches you and goes, "Don't run away! Why are you running away? I just need someone to help me find my way out." And this holograph actually attaches to you with its hands. And you, it sure seems friggin' real whenever it touches you. Roll sanity again, please. Normal.
Okay, sanity's a 32, and I missed it. I rolled a 41.
41. Okay.
Should I roll that too, John, or am I good?
No, you're good. It's okay. Only attacking Ted. Give me 1 second. I just have to check a thing here. Okay, you the hands basically dig into you and like clasp around like your forearm, let's say, all right, and you're going to take 2 health points of damage, all right, as you can feel intense pain as if the hands are actually like gripping you with a weird strength. Thulsa, as you're kind of pulling out the Mylar, you can see Dixon's face twist in pain, but you can't see any reason why he would be in that much pain. It seems really, really weird to you. Like his reaction is not commensurate with how the child is grasping him.
Well, he's scared like a child. Yeah, I get it.
Okay.
He's giving me one of those snake bites on my arm.
like
really
those burns. Yeah. Okay.
Okay. So that was the round. Next round, Matt, you're going. I'm sorry, Thulsa, you are able to get out the Mylar. It's top of the round. So if you guys do nothing, it's going to continue to grasp Dixon and try to hold him in place, and plead with him. Basically, that's what's going to happen if you guys don't do anything. So what do you want to do?
Okay. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to take my Mylar blanket, as the scientist, I'm trying to like disrupt whatever hologram is causing this thing. But so that to make sure that I can get close enough to this thing, I'm going to try to speak to it and calm it down and say, here, I've got the little blanket. We're going to warm you up. We're going to take care of you. Don't.
Let me
It's
keep
okay.
its attention, and you just sneak up on it. My action will be to keep its attention.
Okay.
Just
So
sneak
I
up.
will.
Don't distract it,
over
because it'll
and
just attack you.
Okay.
So I'll be like,
I'll sneak up
fine. I'll help. What do you want? While he's sneaking up behind.
and
Okay.
reflective blanket over.
Okay, cool. Okay. Dixon, whenever you are trying to calm him down, like, okay, well, I'll listen. It says, you promise?
Fine, I promise.
Okay. And it pulls its hands back and kind of looks like sheepishly up at you from underneath its brow, right? Like a little bit untrustworthy, but listening a little bit. Again, remember, like flickering in and out of existence here, as if it's like some sort of light phenomenon.
Yep.
Strangely enough, though, you look down at your arm, and you don't see any wounds, but the pain is still like super intense. It's an ongoing on your arm.
Yeah, this is like a neural link or something.
And so it's kind of looking up expectantly at Dixon at the moment that Thulsa is going to throw that over. It is not trying to defend itself, so I'm going to say that's automatic, Thulsa, for you to drop the Mylar over. And when you do so, it goes right through the phenomena. Like it goes like right through him and like drops onto the ground. Okay, and as it passes through its form, the Mylar doesn't change at all. Like like a little bit of like the light that thing is reflects onto the Mylar, but it doesn't actually disrupt it in any sort of way. It flickers, but nothing else happens. Yeah.
Okay. All right.
It looks surprised as it looks down, and it goes, "What is that?" And it turns around and it sees Thulsa, like again in the process of like bringing his hands back, or her hands back from throwing it.
Oh, it's a little blanket. It's okay. It's trying to make sure you're okay.
You were trying to trick me.
No, he wanted to give you a blanket. You're
just
like
those, just like the kid. Just like the people at Disney, they were trying to tell me things that weren't true.
Oh,
all right,
what's that?
What's your folks' name? What's your parents' name?
I don't want to look at her anymore.
Fine, you talk to me. I already promised.
His eyes start to get like really white again.
Okay, I'm gonna pull.
Kid, over here. I already promised. Come on. What's your folks' name?
Mommy and Daddy.
Yeah, I was afraid you were going to say that. Okay. So you saw them at Disney World, and now you don't see them. Is that right?
Yeah. They left me. I'm lost.
You've been looking all over for them?
I am. And the people at Disney said they were going to help, and they couldn't find them either.
That makes a lot of sense, you see, because you are not at Disney World.
What do you mean?
You are now in the Cloud Bank offices. Now, I don't know why they took you here, but you're not at Disney World. Okay? Does that make sense?
No.
Yeah. You're absolutely right, kid. It doesn't make any sense. Security must have brought you here. They probably brought you here because this is their offices. Okay? And they wanted you to sit down and wait while they call the police, they call whoever, and they find your folks. Does that make sense?
Yeah, I guess. I think something bad may have happened to Mommy and Daddy.
Well, I'm sure it's fine, but because they'd be here if they could. But here's what I promised. I said I'd help you find them, right?
Yeah.
Now, were you ever a Boy Scout or a Cub Scout, I guess?
Yeah, a Cub Scout.
Okay, I was a Cub Scout too. Do you remember what they told you to do if you get lost in the woods?
Just stay in one place.
Stay in one place. Now, can you stay here while I go look for your folks? In case they come here and you aren't here, they won't find you, right?
Yeah, I guess. But then you might leave me too.
Well, I have to leave to go find them. I don't have a magic wand or a scanners or anything.
Is there some way that that we can stay, that you can find me again? Like, can you talk to me from a distance?
Was that you crying on my comms a minute ago?
I don't know what that means, mister.
Okay. Can you talk to other people from a distance?
Just like I'm talking to you. I just don't want you to go. I don't want to be alone again.
Well, I understand. I'll tell you what.
I'll stay if you tell me to, but I won't like it.
Yeah. No, I don't blame you.
Oh.
I don't blame you. What if we made you on one of these couches here a little fort? And you could hide in the fort. We'd take the cushions, and hide you in there. Would that help?
His eyes like get a little bit brighter, and like just the beginnings of a smile, like the first beginnings of a smile. He's like, a fort?
We're gonna make you a fort.
Yeah.
And I'll get up. And I'll knock over a couple couches and move some stuff around. Come here, Thulsa, give me a hand. And we're gonna make a fort out of cushions and everything. And we'll leave like a little. And I'll get in. I'm like, look, you can see who's coming. Look through the little gap here in the cushions. You can see.
Okay, right? So we'll say like you take we'll say a turn to retreat back, and then a turn so far with the conversation.
Yep.
And we'll wrap in the conversation the creation of the fort as well. So after you create this kind of makeshift, like cool little furniture fort, unnervingly, the kid's like he's not like super chipper again, but he's like into it, right? So and whenever you finish, he like watches quietly with his hands sort of clasped to the side, flickering in and out of existence as you build this fort. And whenever you sort of gesture to him to go into the fort, he just passes through the cushions into the fort, right? Like he doesn't like get down on his hands and knees and like crawl in. He just like goes in, and it's just really friggin' weird and off-putting. And he's like, "Can you see me?" You can't.
I know you're in there. I can't really see you.
Okay, good. This is good. I don't think anyone can find me here, but you know where I am. So go find mommy and daddy.
You're in the executive lounge, where they put you so you'd stay put till we find your mom and dad.
Okay.
Who are named Mom and Dad.
Mommy and Daddy.
Right? Mommy and Daddy, that's their names.
It's Mommy and Daddy,
yeah.
And
wait, what is your name, young man?
My name's Richie. What's your name?
My name's Cromwell Dixon.
Hi, Mr. Dixon. Thank you for helping me find Mommy and Daddy.
All right. I will look around. I promise I'm going to look. It might take me a while. But I am going to look, okay?
Thanks, Mr. Dixon. I really appreciate it.
Richie, do you know your last name?
I do, but I can't remember it right now.
Fine. Yeah,
probably Cunningham.
And you're from...
Cunningham. There you go. Perfect. Cunningham.
Richie Cunningham from Milwaukee, then. Is that it? You're from Milwaukee?
Where was Richie Cunningham from? Were they from Milwaukee?
I believe the show took place in Milwaukee.
Okay.
Didn't it?
I think so. Yeah.
That's where Laverne and Shirley were based.
Yeah.
Okay.
They worked at the brewery.
Right. There you go.
Shamil Shamazel. Yeah.
That's the one. All right.
Shamazel.
So I don't know. Maybe I'll be able to find this kid in the system somehow at some point in the computers. I don't know. But
okay. One staticky hand, small little hand, kind of pokes out from the entrance to the fort, and in it is the Mickey Mouse ear cap. And he's like, Mr. Dixon, this is for you.
Okay, I'll do a trade, and I'm going to get out my backpack where I've got like candy bars and cans of soup and stuff. I'm going to find something that he might like, even though he's a hologram, candy bar or whatever from the vending machine. And I'll give it to him, and I'll put the ears in there.
Okay.
Are they solid ears?
So yeah, when you try to make the exchange, first of all, your candy bar drops through his hand.
Yeah.
And he lets out like a little whimper. And you
just keep it safe, Richie.
And you attempt to, with your other hand, kind of grasp the hat, and your hands just grasp nothing. All right.
Okay.
In the meantime,
I'm gonna grab it and like pretend I've got it and put it in my coat. I'm like, thanks, Richie.
Okay. He says, "Okay, you keep that and show mommy and daddy."
Yep.
We'll see you real soon. In the meantime, I should have probably been rolling this through as we were sort of discussing, Dixon, but your voice would have been a little bit strained in this conversation that you had with him, because that pain in your arm continues. You're going to take another 2 health points.
I'm going to ask him about it then. I'm going to say, hey, Richie, you're a pretty tough little kid. You know that? That kind of stings what you did to my arm. I don't suppose you can.
You were trying to leave me.
Yeah, I know. Can you fix it?
I don't know how.
Great. Okay. Cool beans. Thanks,
Also,
man.
you're looking at it with your critical scientific eye again, and there is no redness on his arm. There is no indication.
Yeah, you are being kind of a baby about it. I think you should just kind of man up.
Dixon, in response to what Thulsa just said.
Yeah.
Make
Do I shoot him?
Make a sanity save with advantage.
I think I'll shoot him. Sanity save with advantage. Sanity is 32. Well, if the advantage rules continues to apply, then I have a 49 because the 88 is a worse roll. So we won't use the 88. We'll use the 49.
Okay.
I'm going to say that you, Thulsa's being like, stop being a baby. Like, there's nothing wrong with you. You know, the thing's not even like real. Causes you to, your irritation at Thulsa for even like being irritated at you, like kind of gets through, and like you look down at your arm, like, what do you mean, you fucker? And you're like, wait a second, you're all right, and you slowly sort of come out of it, and you're not gonna get the damage anymore, but you're realizing now that it was likely something that that was affecting your mind.
Yeah.
Which was then translating to like internal like cell breakdown in your body, because your brain was basically registering as like it needs to, like, I need to transmit pain to my host here, you know what I mean, sort of thing. Very sort of weird.
So does my stress go up 1, right?
Your stress does go up 1, yes.
Okay, so now I'm at 10.
Right.
Welcome to
I'm
double
at
digits.
Half health. 8 out of 16.
Oh, right. So, little Richie appears to be ensconced in his little fort. You can hear him now. Well, you can hear him in the room because you turned your comms off, but now he's sort of like humming a little bit. Just like a little, like it's a small world.
The Happy Days theme song or something, but Small World works too.
Yeah. Small World probably requires another sanity save at disadvantage.
No.
I'll start humming Happy Days to get it out of my head.
So as we walk towards the elevator, John, I'm going to flip on my comms again, and I want to see if I can still hear them.
Okay, so you flip on your comms when you get into the lift, you mean?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. So the lift, by the way, takes sorry. 1 second. Procedural, 1 second. Just 1 round to arrive, so it's about 10. So it's like it comes in, you kind of close the door behind you and you hit the button to go up. Flipping on your comms, you can indeed hear Richie through the comms humming that song again, until the door opens again and you're on the reception floor, and you exit and the doors close again. It slowly fades away. It's not like a hard cutoff, but it just slowly kind of fades out of your comms.
Okay, until we make it back to the first floor. Got it.
Yeah. All right.
Well,
and you guys are out in the corridor. Remember, it doesn't drop you off into a room. You're in a corridor that basically meets up with reception, the meeting rooms, the cafeteria, that corridor, basically.
So, John, this was the elevator that made horrible sounds when we went up or down to this level.
Yes, that's true.
Is it still making those horrible sounds?
It sure is. I should have remembered that. Yeah, sorry.
On the way back, we were going down. So on the way back up to reception, I want to see if I can get any kind of sense of like what's going on, like how untrustworthy, how unsafe is this elevator.
Well, you don't know anything about elevators.
The ride is not long enough to actually determine anything. If you want to, you have plenty. If you want to spend the time once you exit the elevator, you can try to.
Dixon, hold the door for just a minute, and I'll pop up that little access door in the top. and just just like do a pull up and look around. I want to just see if there's anything weird going on with the elevator cables, and
right. So
if I see anything that's troubling.
It's a little unnerving because you probably have like a little pocket flashlight or something, right?
Headlamps.
Headlamps.
Yeah, I got the headlamps on my suit. Yeah.
And you kind of move it around in the it's an echoing dark chamber filled with cables and chains and all that sort of stuff and gears. So God knows what's lurking up there. So that's not good. But you, I would say because of your background and expertise that you can quickly identify the problem, and it's pretty mundane. It's just needs a little WD-40 in some certain places.
Okay. I'm gonna just fix it. I've got my toolkit. I should have a little bit of either an oil can or some WD-40, and I can give it a little.
Okay.
If I can reach.
If you want to take as long as it actually takes, it won't require a roll. And I'm going to say that would to do it properly without any pressure would take 2 turns. Are you okay with that?
I'm okay with it. You good, Ted?
Yeah, I mean,
just
you've only got a guy whose whole profession is repairing industrial equipment. Standing right here.
True.
You're going to use your electronics toolkit to fix it. That's fine. I'm not getting paid for this. It's cool.
Way to step into the niche there, Matt.
hey, it's
you brought a teamster for a reason. You don't want to use him. That's fine. It's cool.
Hey, I've got the expertise in mechanical repair. Okay, I think I know my way around the toolkit.
You don't know your way around an elevator, but that's okay. It's fine.
All right, Dixon, you're a little peeved. Tapping your toes with your arms crossed, like I could have done that better, and a little bit nervous too because it's taking a lot longer than it probably would have taken you.
That's true.
But thankfully, nothing strange and awful occurs. It's just unnerving silence as Thulsa works, and Thulsa completes it, and you have fixed the elevator.
Woohoo! Do we get points for this? I want points.
Counts as an artifact, I think.
Counts as an artifact. A working elevator.
So this would just as my understanding, the reception area that we've been in, that's where we are now. It's up at the top. When I'm up there, spraying my WD-40, if I shoot the lamp up, is there much above us, or are we kind of at the top?
I guess it wouldn't be like echoing darkness. Yeah, you're at the top of the shaft, so there would definitely be, space for the mechanism, the terminus end of the elevator mechanism to be up there. But yeah.
Okay. All right. Yeah, that's what I was mostly curious about, just to make sure there wasn't some weird extra layer up above us or something.
No, it actually does track with your approach to the deep. So it seems relatively normal.
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
And it's good to leave things better than you found them.
That's true.
In general.
I'm very glad though that you're starting to question whether or not all spaces are actually what they seem. That means I've gotten to you in some way, shape, or form.
You've gotten to us in every way, shape, and form. Come on.
All right, cool. So you are in that hallway. What do you do?
Let's. I say we make our way back to reception. No.
Yeah, we don't have to pass through security to do that.
Yeah, it's right over there. We just go down the hall. It's right there. The one on the right.
So you guys didn't go up the other lift that's on the other side of security, did you?
Right. Nope. No, we went to this one that's dedicated to Eden. So
yeah. All right. So we go back to reception and then go to the visitor's dock and call Arcady.
Okay, cool. So that because Arcady told, the visitor's dock is basically there's nothing that you can. Well, you guys have vac suits, so you could actually go out to the visitor's dock if you wanted to. But again, remember, it's open to space. There's only the umbilical to walk through, which needs to be undocked and attached to a ship. But Arcady told you that in reception, comms will reach him, right? There's enough clearance there. So once you're back in reception, I assume that's sort of where you're going to do it, right?
Yeah, well, I do have a question then. So the visitor's dock, just so if I'm visualizing it, I can think of 2 ways that this could be constructed. One is that it's just a metal structure that goes out with a bunch of umbilicals hanging on it for hooking onto ships. Mm-hmm. The other is it's more like the shuttle bay of the Enterprise. And it might be in a vacuum because it's open at one end, but it's still a space that you could enter or exit.
Yes, it's more like that. I'm not sure the Star Trek reference, but in my head I'm picturing the entrance to the new Death Star whenever Darth Vader meets the Emperor and he comes off of his Lambda shuttle.
Oh,
Sure.
yeah. Okay.
You know what I'm talking about?
Big open side,
Yeah.
big deck.
Yeah, but where they had a
High
force
wall.
field, to contain this, the atmosphere, but it'd be like a similar opening, but open to space. So so ships can kind of come in and actually land on a platform, and then an umbilical attaches to it there.
So
that's how I'm interpreting it. Yeah.
We could go out there and walk around and explore it if we want.
In our suits.
In our suits.
Yeah.
Right?
You could, yes, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
And is there a porthole looking through that I see or do not see in this docking area? Anything of interest that looks like, oh, I should go check that out because that looks like a huge supply of oxygen cylinders or.
Not really. It looks like a bunch of utility stuff, but nothing that's really too. Unless they don't describe anything. But obviously, Dixon, as a teamster, if you wanted something that would be relative to the purposes of docking, then I would probably be open to it. But there is something of interest. It's probably just not something that you want to check out, and that is a floating corpse that's just sort of floating in the dock.
It's still there.
The one that I spaced?
Yes, the one that you spaced, yes.
Yeah.
just sort of gently sitting there in the dock, in the air. Not in the air, in the void, I should say. Okay.
So I want to go out there and I want to get the corpse and I'm going to set it up like this. No, I'm not going to do that.
So you guys going to call Arcadian reception?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
And Ted, do you want to go wait out there, or I would rather save the oxygen?
No. If there's nothing that immediately catches my eye out there, fine.
Yeah.
If it's a situation where like I've had an idea, John, I bet if I went out on the loading dock, I could find a X to do my idea with. I'll do it later.
Gotcha.
But there's if I don't see anything out there right now, there's no compelling reason to go out there.
Yeah, not really.
Okay.
So you Radio Arcady, you just tell me you're ready. You want to get picked up, right? Take us home.
Yes.
Yeah.
Please, if you could hurry, we'd appreciate it. I mean, we're okay, but
Right on. You guys were in there for some time, man. Hope to hear some good stuff, man. I'll be over there in just a jiff. Give me a few. I'll bring the old lady over. Over and out.
Okay, bye, Arcady.
All right, so you're gonna wait. I would say probably close to an hour. I think because he's got to get everything ready. Yeah, and then fly it over. Yeah.
Good to know.
All right. Well, there's a
We'll
little
call it
bit
half
of time
hour.
here.
We'll call it half hour. Sorry.
So first of all, John, do we see any sign or trace of Helen?
Of Helen? No, you do not.
Okay, so
We can ask him.
She wandered off. Yeah, I mean, we should get back on first because he didn't have any record of her. So that's going to be an interesting conversation to have about what or who she might be.
Mm-hmm.
But I wonder. We got a little time here. What if we turn that computer back on? I remember we turned it off when we tried to get in and failed.
Yep.
What if we got 30 minutes. John, I'm gonna turn that computer back on. I'm gonna power it back up, plug it back in. I know we kind of yanked the power when we failed the password check before, and I might try it again.
Okay. Let me see here. That's
Do you know? Can you when it's powering on? Can you reboot it to a root system and
that I should be able to do, just get bypass, do a hard reboot, system reboot, hold down the control escape and the 4 key, because that's how you do that. And
get into the root directory and be digging around. I don't know if it will let you. That'd be a computer rule, I guess.
Yeah. Well, you were able to get the computer functioning again and turn it on. Remember, it was a little bit damaged, so your computer skill allowed you to fix that a little bit. I can't remember what you used actually, but
I have computers, so
yeah, I can't remember if you used mechanical repair though or not. Whatever.
Did you use elevator repair, Matt? That would have been helpful.
Maybe.
So do you just flip it on to see like what the computer says right now, or are you going to?
Yeah, I'm going to turn. I'm going to. Yeah, you know what? I'll do. Actually, I'm really kind of to keep the science. I'm going to turn it back on without doing anything first, and see if it automatically reboots or if it's exactly where we left it before, which is like the single blinking cursor, I think.
Okay, so yeah, when you wake it back up from sleep again, it does not have the single blinking thing, but it does have what you originally were faced with, which is like, you know, I can't remember what I told it, what it said, but something about like reception or something like that, cloud bank facilities, and it says login password in the field.
Okay.
Blinking with a
Try
cursor.
typing guest or visitor.
Before, I don't think that's gonna do much because this is a reception. So, here's what I'm thinking. I want to try Monarch as the password. Okay, so I'm gonna try Monarch, John.
Okay. When you type in Monarch, it doesn't give you a second chance to do another password. It immediately blacks out again and gives you that single cursor thing.
Oh shit. Okay. Well, okay. Then I'm gonna unplug it. Wait. Okay. What? What's your idea?
Single cursor, just blinking.
Yeah.
That's a prompt to type a message like, "Hello, how are you?" And Monarch can respond. What do you think?
Okay. I will try. I will try C : / hello ? ?
Okay. Roll me a d10.
Great.
It explodes. We all die.
That's a
Aw.
6.
A 6. Okay. Okay. Just marking something down here. Don't worry about it.
Fine. Yikes.
Okay. Okay. Yeah. So the you try to type. So you type in like a prompt. Like you do the keystrokes, but nothing appears in on the screen itself. In fact, after every keystroke, you get like one of those like negative sort of like you know, as you like negatively.
Okay.
Yeah. And nothing seems to happen.
Okay. I'm gonna power that thing down again then.
Yeah. So I'm going to say this, Thulsa, now that you kind of give it a second go, that you as players have already kind of figured out. Like if you don't know the password, like the only way to get in is to know the password. The only other way to get in is if you are actually good at hacking, right?
Which I'm not. Yeah.
Which you are not. Yeah. So it just appears that if a computer is locked behind some sort of security in any sort of way, unless you have someone who has hacking, actually has that skill, it's going to be just a guessing game of passwords.
Okay.
Right?
Ted, does your backup character have hacking? Because I could just space you right now.
I was just looking. Hold on.
Could be totally worth just offing you right now. Just because. But
yeah, if you could just like voluntarily just walk out the airlock, that'd be great.
On a serious meta level, though, I mean, don't do that. Obviously, that's kind of lame. But that's a reason to look into contract. Oh, there's Mike. Is a reason to think about contractors or getting an NPC with a party that actually does know hacking, right? If you think it's valuable, if you think it would be valuable to get in, you know.
Yeah. Tim Wilson is a hacker.
There you go.
Yep.
All right. Mike has picked the exact wrong time to join us because we're just about to take our first break. So, Mike, feel free to leave your seat again as we will be right back. All right, we are back. Bladders empty, beers full. All right. Looks like Sharp was waiting up in reception somehow. Who knows?
I'm no fool. I'm
He ran from
nice
that
of you.
little boy.
Yeah, nice of you to show up.
He was doing the rear, what do you call it? Rear guard protection on the way back, right? Like he was just
That's
basically
right.
like one
like
row
any
ahead.
Coward,
Yeah, just
taking
like any
that coward
coward.
role pretty literally.
Oh yeah, that's right.
Do you need me to roll a Ben's check or something, John?
Yes, I do. Thanks for
Manning
Sabotage
up.
yourself.
Honest Mike there.
What's
I
your
failed
score?
mine again.
My Ben's right now is a 9.
9.
And I roll percentile correct, and I want to roll over it, not meet it.
Yep.
89.
Okay.
So I'm good.
You're good. And your stress is currently at 8, if I'm not wrong, right?
That is correct. 8 with a minimum of 3.
Okay. And you right now have the panic condition of being a coward, so you must make a fear save to engage in violence, or else you must run away.
Now,
But
I do have a question about that. Is that a permanent thing? Is that like, does that last forever, or is that just like
you don't know.
a duration? Oh, we don't know. Okay. Okay.
You also have plus 10 to dealing with chosen right now, though, because of your interaction from before. So that's good.
Got that too.
Hey.
All right, cool. So, so you waited the 30 minutes. You passed the 30 minutes by trying to hack back into the reception terminal. It didn't work out. But you can actually you wouldn't hear anything because it's the void of space. But you get radioed in from Arcady. I'm outside, boys. Come on out.
Okay.
All right. I will go and hook up the umbilicus since I have a vac suit and 0G and so on. And then once it's hooked up, what?
No, go ahead.
Once it's hooked up, I'll come back and get him.
Okay, and while he's out there doing all that teamstery stuff, I'm going to make sure my vac suit's all sealed up and everything. But before I do, so that I have it out, I'm going to take out that little note that I took. Remember, on the way in, we did some graffiti where I wrote half of an image of a tequila bottle on the wall, and I had the other one. The note. I'm just going to have the note out. I just want to compare it.
Yep. Okay. It's still there. You're still of sound mind.
All right.
As you work your way through the umbilical and you come on board the Acheron, Arcady is he's got his cap on and he's kind of leans back. He's sitting in his chair, in the captain's chair, basically. He kind of leans on over. He goes, "Welcome back, guys. Look a little bit worse for wear. Looks like you've seen some shit, man, right? Still human? Still human.
I have not earned our patch yet, but I think we are still human. Last time I checked.
That's what I like to hear, man. All right, well, the bell's waiting. Let's get some grub in you, a little bed rest, huh? Okay.
Oh, yeah.
There is some weird shit over there, man. You wouldn't even know.
Believe me, man, I know. as you're flying back. So you spiral back out and then down, circling around the deep again, going down, right? Now that you've kind of seen what's inside of it now, you can't help but kind of project like an actual monstrous image over the deep itself, as if it's sort of watching you and knowing and smiling, knowing that you'll be back as you enter back into the welcoming open mouth of the bell's thruster nozzle. Umbilical's hooked up, and you walk back out. We can kind of skip through all the details of it, but you end up back at the bell.
While he's flying, I want to sit down in the co-pilot seat and ask him about, you've been over there. You ever run into a little kid named Richie?
Richie? No. I've run into some kid androids. Maybe one of them was named Richie.
No, man. It was a fucking hologram, man. And it was like flipping out.
Oh, shit, man. You saw one of the ghosts in the machine. What? Excellent, man. And live to tell about it, too. All right, man. Looks like you figured it out. You figure out what they want, right? And then it shut up?
Yeah. He wants me to look for his parents.
Hell yeah, man. Good for you, man. Listen, you need to go talk to Ghost Eater, man. He's all about those ghosts in the machine.
Okay. That's cool. So you've seen stuff like that, just not that one.
Oh, hell yeah, man. But whenever I get that, it come over the comms, right? You heard it through the comms first. Fine. Yeah. I hear it come over the comms. I've encountered those things too many times, man. The moment I hear it over the comms, I'm fucking out of there, man. I don't go anywhere near it. Of course, the problem is you don't know where they are. You could step through the door and all of a sudden they're right fucking there, man.
There he was.
You gotta find what soothes them, man. They're all experiencing some sort of trauma. I don't know what, but it's some. I don't know what they are though, man. It's some sort of weird, freakish, like light phenomena. I don't know if it's something like some forked fucking brain scan from Monarch or something that's manifesting. I don't know how he does
Yeah.
it, man.
Yeah, man. There's some weird shit going on because that thing actually like hurt me. Like it touched me, and I like I don't know, nerve damage or something.
It's
it was
all in your mind, man. Your mind's like transferring it to your fucking cellular base, dude, causing them to like deteriorate from the inside, man.
Fuck that. This place is whack, dude.
You got to be careful, man.
Whatever happened with that Helen person? We heard her call you, and you're like, "Oh, I don't know you," and so she stayed. What happened with this?
Helen?
Yeah, she called you. She tried to get the ride, and
We were on comms with you.
yeah, she said, okay, yeah, she called you, and you were like, "Oh, I don't have a record of Helen," so we were thinking, oh, maybe she's not what she seems to be.
Yeah, right. Yeah. Well, I tried to get in contact with her again to confirm the pickup, man, and no one fucking answered on the other end, man.
Huh.
I don't like that.
I don't like that. I don't like that either.
She seemed cool though.
She was great. We got along really well, and now I'm kind of curious. What the hell
I
is
shot
up
her
with
with a
me?
nail gun, and she kind of forgave me. Kind of.
Well, shit, man, you didn't mention that. That's no good.
Well, she was hiding in a locker, you know. I opened the locker up, and I went, bang.
Wait, are you sure? I guess there's no way to know unless she was dead, but she ain't. So, but I guess anything tip you off that maybe she was an android or something, man?
I mean, they bleed regular, right? Like androids bleed, like you can tell it's an android, right?
Well, and he gets like real quiet all of a sudden. And he kind of takes a step back and he's like, "That ain't necessarily the case now."
Oh,
that's why the patch is so important. I get it.
Like some do.
Verified human.
Verified human. You got that right. But the reason I wear it is because not all those fucking androids do bleed pseudo milk, man.
Interesting.
Oh man, you guys are green, man. There's some fucked up shit in that fucking station, man. You wouldn't believe.
Are you talking about the giant dildos? Because we saw those.
What the fuck, man? I don't even know. You like?
Yeah, there's a room full of 30-meter tall dildos. It's very disturbing.
All right, okay, Ms. Dew, we're gonna bring you right over here. Maybe you have a seat for a second. You're kind of raving like a lunatic right now.
With the ferns.
But listen,
breathe deeply.
No, for real though, man.
That's the kind of thing that leaves a mark.
Out there on the rim and then further into the inner core and all that kind of stuff. We all know what the androids are. We know when we see them. They're reliable, right? And sometimes they malfunction, but you know when you see one, right, man? Like they got that pseudo skin, but it's not quite the real thing, and they got the pseudo milk and all the kind of, all the jangly ganglia and all that kind of crap, right? When you open them up. But Monarch's been working on something else, man. He's got something that is created, man. It's like these androids, man. You can't fucking tell the difference, man. That's why I wear the goddamn patch. There's a kind of android walking around in the deep that looks just like us, inside and out.
Yeah.
Is there any way to tell? Like, Like, what if you do an autopsy on one?
He looks at you and he kind of gives you a finger, like a mind's meld sort of thing. He's like, "Yeah, man, sharp. You're on it, man. Exactly. The autopsy, a real autopsy by a doctor." It ain't gonna do the trick, man. He's gonna find the same shit that he'd find with a human. The only way to tell, though, is if you got a corpse and you scan it with a cybernetic diagnostic scanner. That's the only fucking way, man.
Wait, do you mean like one of these? And she takes out the little optical scanner thing.
Oh, holy shit, man! You got one. Oh, wait, though, man. It's fucking toasted, man. Oh.
Yeah, it's kind of fucked up. We were hoping that with a little time, might be able to do some repairs to it, get it back up.
That's the thing you guys found in the bathroom, right?
Yeah, the flat. No, not in the bathroom. This is in the storage closet that David put his out.
Yeah, the cybernetic thing was the one you found in the bathroom.
Oh, that's right. That's right. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm sorry. I got it
Yeah.
backwards.
Yeah.
He's like, well, it's beyond my ability, man. But if you've got those kind of skills and those kind of tools, then maybe you can have a go at it. Tell you, man, you. I would put all the fucking pulse rifles and flamethrowers and grenades, everything. I'd toss it out the fucking airlock if I could get my hands on one fucking diagnostic scanner that was working, man. Save your life.
All right, let's see if we can't fix this thing. You ever see the movie Blade Runner, Arkady?
Hell yeah, man. 1982, Ridley Scott, man.
Yeah. Sound familiar? Like, we're living it now? Is that more human than human?
I'm just joshing you, man. We're in an alternate reality where that didn't ever
Oh, we're in
exist,
an alternate
man.
reality? And Ridley Scott isn't in this one? I'm done. Like,
Oh, he is. It's just spelled different.
what's the point?
So through the converted control valve airlock, it kind of shifts open, and a very simply dressed, like in just a normal sort of shift, Noriko kind of comes walking in, and she's sort of like picking that like one little tooth, and she kind of come into the conversation, and she's like, "Hey guys, good to see ya."
Greetings.
Oh, nice to see you as well.
Listen, if you
Go ahead.
Where,
Go ahead,
where can
please.
we bunk? Where can we bunk?
the tank, man.
The tank. The tank. That's like a communal bunk room kind of thing.
Yeah, man. I told you back in episode 1, man.
Yeah, you
I think
mentioned it, but I
we
didn't look
rest
at
there.
it.
Didn't
We
we?
didn't go see it.
Yeah,
Oh.
I guess we just explained it, yeah. But it's a big cylinder, like the main body of the bell itself is massive and immense. It's actually industrial scale, just filled with total darkness. And at the far end of it, though, there's like 12 bedrolls or so that have been literally duct taped to the bulkhead in 0G, where you can sleep, and those are your accommodations should you wish or like them. Yeah.
I have definitely dropped health, so I definitely want to get some sleep, get some rack time, have a ration pack, and try and recover some health. And I guess we all need to recover some stress, huh?
Yeah. So,
Um,
go ahead.
Also, like before, because as we're walking back, Du would ask him like, and what kind of facilities do you have here on the Bell for study and research? I mean, do you have a place where we can set up? I want to take a look at this scanner, see if I can repair it. Do you have a place set up where I can do that? A little lab?
Don't have a laboratory, man. I mean, you're in the Acheron's like
Workshop?
garage
Yeah.
basically right now. There's like table. You can use the tables here, man, if you want. But he like looks at you a little bit suspiciously. Is that all you really want it for, man? Or are you looking to like fuck around with some artifacts or something? Because that ain't gonna do any. That ain't gonna hold water here in the Bell, man. They're too fucking dangerous, man.
What do you guys usually do with artifacts when you find them?
Yeah, what is the procedure with artifacts if
The procedure.
We
The
don't want to
procedure is
break
to
any
give them
rules.
someone who would be willing to pay you a shitload of money, man.
how can you even tell what one of these things is worth? I mean, if we just go to somebody and they say, oh, here's 20,000, but it's worth 50, how do we even know?
You don't, man. You got to take that risk. My suggestion is if you find a potential buyer, aim high, man. Some of them are gonna willing to pay like top fucking dollar, man.
Far out.
And they come here? Like, this is the marketplace, or do we have to go to like Prospero to figure that out?
Oh yeah, man. You got to go to Prosper, or else you're just gonna be hoping that fucking someone shows up here at the Bell. I mean, look around you, man. You see anybody else except me and Noriko right now?
Yeah,
But
but
speaking
how
of
do
which-
you get back and forth between like past the warships out there?
The blockade. Well, it just so happens they're more than happy. Now, remember, they're under standing orders not to let anyone leave. No one. But
Right.
because it's a shit detail going to the lowest bidder, fucking rife with corruption, man. And you know what really helps grease the squeaky wheel over there in the blockade?
Whiskey?
Nah, man, artifacts. Artifacts are a
Right.
big chunk of change, man. But listen, if you're thinking about artifacts, if you got some, and I'm not going to press, but hey, listen, don't forget, logic cores, you got some of those, I'll pay you. artifacts, go talk to Ghost Eater, man. There's been a number of times where he's spoken super cryptically about like having figured out the use of some of those artifacts. He's got a brain on him, that guy. He might know some sort of way.
Okay.
I show him the statue of the golden rat, and I'm like, "Is this an artifact?"
Whoa, that's pretty cool. I don't know. Have you figured out anything? Does it do anything?
I don't think it does anything, but people were lighting cigarettes next to it. It's like a way to appreciate it as a rat god.
You know what? I think I heard some divers like a couple days back or so like talk about seeing that. It was in the kitchen or something, right? Like nearby. Yeah. Okay.
Someone
Yeah,
gonna get
right.
mad that I have it or no?
Well, I don't know. I guess you'll find out. Anyways, don't ask me about artifacts, man. Listen, if you say something's an artifact, I can tell it's one. Then I can't. I don't even have the money to give you, right? Like I'm no expert.
Sure. Let's go meet Ghost Dog. Let's go meet Ghost Dog.
Ghost Eater.
Ghost Dog is cooler.
He's a ghost dog eater. Same thing.
Okay. So you.
Ghost Dog is the samurai.
All right. So what are you gonna do?
Do you guys want to do that now, or do you want to try it? Let's do the stress and health recovery and stuff.
I think maybe like trying to like relieve a little stress first.
Right.
He's not going anywhere.
Okay.
Right.
Potentially this could add more. So
the process is pretty simple. So you're gonna you are in a safe place, so you are allowed to attempt this right now. You have to make what's called a rest save, which is always uses your worst save. So whatever your lowest number is for your saves. If you succeed, you reduce your stress by the ones digit that you rolled. Okay.
Okay.
If you fail, however, you gain a stress. So there's a big risk,
Right.
and it's a high risk because you're rolling your worst save. Now you can gain advantage on the roll if you can rest while doing some sort of stress relieving activity, which you just kind of have to tell me what it is and convince me that would be the case. So what would you like to do?
So if I were to get in my sleeping bag and crank on my hog, I could get advantage on my stress relief.
But all of us would gain stress. We got to share that room with you.
Yeah, exactly.
It echoes in there, man.
It would definitely work, but only if you're alone, Ted.
John, I am going to basically go field strip my weapon while drinking heavily.
Okay, cool. That'll work.
all right. And my plan is I'm going to start like tinkering and trying to put together like a little simple robot with some of the. I don't have a power supply for it yet, but it's just like tinkering and like putting things together and repurposing. With some of the pieces that I've harvested from that dead android and some other things that we just like picked up along the way.
Okay, cool. I love it.
And I'm going to go into the 0G space there, get in the lotus position, and eat soup. I'm going to get out my cans of soup, and I'm just going to float and eat soup.
And eat some soup. Just like little spheres of soup that's sort of bubbling in the...
Like Homer eating those potato chips on the subtle as he flies
There
around.
you go. Perfect. Cool.
But eating, I stress eat, so that's what I'm going to do here. So I'm going to eat
Gotcha.
some of that soup.
Yeah, so I'll give all of you guys can gain advantage. So go ahead and make your rolls and tell me what you get.
Okay.
All right. My worst save is my sanity, which is a 25. Yeah.
What do you
Well, I
get?
should do it twice. Okay, so that one was a fail. John, I got a 22.
Oh, you did. So you critically succeeded. This one's relatively easy, I think, to give you an extra bonus. Is that you'll so you rolled a 2 on your singles die, right? So I'll just double it. So you can get back 4 stress.
Nice.
So you're down
Well
to
done.
4, right?
Down to
Awesome,
4.
Mike.
Cool.
Am I still a coward?
You know what? I'll let you choose. Do you want to go down to 6 and lose coward, or would you rather go down to 4 and remain a coward?
I would rather go down to 6 and eliminate the coward.
Okay, cool, done. Pleasure doing business with you.
Thank you.
All right,
Go for it,
Matt, go ahead.
Okay, I rolled. I rolled well. I rolled a 62, which is not great because my fear save is 19. But I also rolled a 7,
Oh, nice. Okay, great.
which is
So-
awesome. So I can de-stress by 7.
By 7, yeah.
Nice.
Awesome. That gets me down to what, 8?
8.
Woohoo!
Right.
Okay.
That's a good little robot I just built.
Yeah.
So my worst save is a 28. That's my body save. And all right. I rolled a 55 and a 23. So I'm going to take the 23.
Okay, and you reduce your stress by 3.
Stress, but it was just the one can of soup. It kind of makes sense.
That's still pretty decent,
All right.
though.
I'm
So
down
you're
to
down
7.
to 7, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so
And
that
then,
puts all of you guys back in the green.
Wow. I did not expect that much success. That's really cool.
I guess when you think about it, even with my shitty one, it's 1 out of 4. It's not that bad.
And then I also if we get 6 hours of rest, I can make a body save and return my health to maximum.
Or does it? Oh, just in general, yeah.
Yeah, 34 medical care. Once per day, whenever resting, a character's body attempts to heal itself naturally. After 6+ hours of rest, make a body save. If successful, reset health to maximum. Wounds are not affected by this. That
What
requires
page is that
medical
on again?
care.
Can you point me to that?
That's on page 34 of the book, the player book.
Medical care, short term, once per day, whenever.
Yeah.
After 6 hours. Okay, cool, yeah. And speaking of which, as far as like that long term sort of stuff, you're inching closer to that 12-hour mark where you will gain exhaustion without, rest.
So I'm resting.
we should all just rest for like whatever shift we need to rest, right? We should just do that.
6 hours of rack
as
time.
long as Dixon's sleeping bag stops moving, I will sleep in the same place.
Yeah.
Um,
He's really fast. Don't worry.
Okay, so yeah, do you want to talk to Ghost
Well, I
Eater
need to-
first?
Yes.
Okay.
I figured we'd rest first, and then we'll
Yeah.
see Ghost Eater when we're all ready to head back out again.
Oh,
Okay.
you want to rest? Okay. So
I just want to make the roll. Let's get it over with.
so how long are you resting for?
12 hours?
I'm going to bed. Like
Yeah, the full
it's
rest.
been
Yeah.
a long day.
I know, but how
I gotta
long?
sleep in
How many
bed.
hours? How many hours do you want to rest?
12 hours.
12 hours. Okay, cool. All right, so we'll call it. Let's see. Give me 1 second.
Sure.
We'll start it right here. So that's going to be. We'll call it 4:30. About 4:30 p.m. So 12 hours is going to be 4:30 a.m. Okay. It means like that really doesn't really mean anything out here, right? Because there's no sun or anything. But
Yeah, it's
Right.
just
Right.
space.
Is Arcady and the rest of them on any kind of shift? Like,
they are, but for all intents and purposes, it's fine. You can talk to whoever you need to talk to. Okay. So
Okay.
yeah, you rest. So let's do it. Make a body save.
make a body save.
If only if you guys only people who have lost health. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm fine.
No, I failed my body save.
Okay. All right. So nothing bad
That
happens.
neural
'cause-
damage is what? What?
That's what we said. Okay. So you are going to take 1 stress from the failure, but you're not going to. Nothing else.
Okay.
happens. So you're back up to 8.
John, just for flavor description, the little thing that Do is building, she took like some of the hand joints and some of like moving little activators and stuff, and so she's making kind of like a little robot spider. And
Okay.
she doesn't have any way to power it yet,
Yeah.
so she needs to find some batteries or something. But at least she has like a simple little robot that I'm thinking kind of like, remember the big track from the 70s where you could had like a little keypad in it and you could say
Yeah.
like go forward 12, turn around, do that, like a simple little direct input keypad for something just like that.
Okay, cool. Let's say this, like you were able to spend like most of this downtime kind of working on that. So we'll say like you have the basic form of the robot done because you had plenty of time, you've got the tools and all that sort of stuff. But it will take like another rest period, like a longer rest period, like not just a short little break You know what I mean?
Okay,
in
so I
order
have
to-
like half a robot done.
Yeah, I mean, you got the whole thing, like this body, but you need like the power supply, and set up the remote and all that sort of stuff, and you know what I mean. So like one more like long rest, I think would do it, as long as you can find the right kind of parts.
The bits. Yeah.
Yeah, the
Okay.
bits, yeah. Okay, cool. All right, so you wake up nice and refreshed. Your stress has gone way down. You're feeling a lot better. Dixon, you still have a little bit of residual pain from your past experiences, but Sharp is feeling as violent as ever, which is great. Yeah, all in all, you're feeling pretty decent.
This is not
Strangely
too bad.
enough, you're feeling all three of you. Actually, you know what? It's a little bit less with. This might be important to note. Actually, it's a little bit less with Sharp than it is with Thulsa and Dixon. Thulsa and Dixon, you feel like an unwarranted pull, a desire to go back into the deep and meet its challenges. Like it doesn't seem it's still frightening and weird and off-putting, but it's almost like it's calling to you, and you feel the need to respond.
That's not too weird. I mean, that's why we're here anyway. I mean, it's kind of,
No, it's
What
not.
are your all's Ben scores?
Well, mine is 6, but I failed multiple Ben saves. So
yeah, and he's worse than me. Like both of us rolled a 00 at some point.
I thought
But
that made
you
your
had
score
one-
go up. Does that not make your score go up?
no, the
you're-
first time a score has gone up is today, and I don't know why, but John had me roll a D10, and my score went up by 2 additional points.
I
But
did tell
you
him though
failed-
that
and-
that
yeah.
would have gone up at the beginning of last session if Ted had been at the session. That's a key thing
Yeah.
to remember too.
And you've failed a total of 2, right, Ted? You did the
believe
00
so,
and the one tonight. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Huh.
But I mean,
Okay.
you might be here to explore the deep. I'm here because somebody in corporate took advantage of me. I don't want to be here. I should be.
Well,
I should be on Alpha Ceti Prime, hanging out and gambling like I wanted to be, but no.
Yeah,
Anyway,
that's not going to happen.
but
I'm not
even
even
with,
way out
even
just
with
Be here today.
even with that thought though, Dixon, like which is a totally legitimate thing to be thinking, it makes it even more, that makes you even question even more like why when you were sitting in your bunk in 0G could you not get the thought of the deep out of your head?
yeah,
Right.
but I'm not admitting it out loud. I'm not
Right.
saying anything about it.
Right, for sure.
Outwardly, I'm all this is bullshit. This is bullshit. But yeah, I get it. Like I can't stop thinking about 30-foot milky penises. Apparently,
Yeah, and I like to think that Thulsa is like seeing this as a challenge of rationality over like weird shit. Like there's a reason behind everything that they're seeing. It seems weird at first, but she can distance from that. She can look at it analytically, and she can she can logic her way through this.
Gotcha.
It's weird, but she still has confidence in her own ability to overcome the weird.
Cool. I love it. All right, cool. So you guys gonna go see Ghost Eater?
yeah, absolutely.
All right, cool. So Noriko basically is outside in the Acheron garage, basically, and says like, "Oh, he should still be in the chapel." So you head that direction, and remember it's dark. That weird whale skeleton that takes up the entire ceiling, right? And then those glowing LED candles that are sort of floating in space. And remember, this is a 0G environment here. Crucifix with too many arms at the altar, right?
Yeah,
The whole thing was very odd. And of course, the moment you walk in, for your first memory that kind of assaults you is the whole interaction with the piece of the Minotaur, apparently, that went down David's gullet.
Gross.
Did you guys leave him in the anus? Is he still in the?
Probably. I mean, he's into that. But
Who, David? David will be wherever you guys end up. He's in the NPC cloud right now. But one person that is not is Ghost Eater, who is actually kneeling at the altar, and he stands up. Now remember, more machine now than man. So he's got that opaque black motorcycle sort of helmet, right, with those red like arachnid sort of eyes that are barely visible behind the visor, right? He's got that cyberware sort of voice box voice that kind of comes out, and he stands up.
And they're coming right towards us. That one.
Yeah.
Hey, Ghost Eater, my man. Arcady said I should come see you because I met a ghost.
Did you now?
Yeah, man. Little kid named Richie. Looking for his parents. He's lost at Disney World. He was not happy.
Interesting. Do you have a specimen of this ghost in the machine?
He tried to give me his hat, but of course he's a hologram, man. I don't have a specimen. I couldn't. How do you interact with a hologram? How do I get a specimen from something like that?
There are numerous ways in which to gather a specimen of a ghost in the machine. I recommend photography, audio recording. There are perhaps devices, maybe even artifacts that can entrap them. I will take anything, however. I am very interested in anything related to the ghost in the machine and the phenomena that they represent.
Well, let me ask you something. Do you ever run into a ghost more than once?
I have.
Do they tend to stay in one place? Like if I go back to that spot, is Richie still going to be there?
From my experience, they have a certain limited capacity to travel through physical objects without hindrance, but it usually is bounded by something I have not been able to determine.
Right. So they're not random. They're not just bouncing around.
Not that I can tell, but
located.
I have been in some quite hairy situations where I have been forced to retreat through many rooms, large, and the ghost hunted me through them. But after a certain point, stopped for no good reason, which leads me to believe that they all have what I've deemed a haunt.
A haunt, yeah, good word. Arcady said, like if you figure out what they're after, you can calm them down.
That's correct. If you can find out what soothes their trauma, they should pose no threat to you. But initially, they will be hostile and demanding.
Yeah, that checks out. And Richie was actually like able to hurt me, man. He the hologram touched me, and it burned like fire.
Yes,
even though there's no damage.
That tracks exactly. And unfortunately, even knowing that it is all in your mind will not help the next time you meet a new ghost. You will need a companion or some sort of way to convince yourself that what you are experiencing is not, in fact, true nerve damage.
And then you have to believe them when they say stuff. That's the other part of it.
That is correct.
Tinfoil hat doesn't help.
Unfortunately not. He does not laugh, though.
Ha ha ha! No. So you don't know what makes the ghosts. Like it's not. Is it Monarch? Is it something just messed up in the general system?
That is what I am attempting to discover. My theories, though, are the same as yours. I do believe, although I do not have evidence, although it just stands to reason, considering how much authority and power Monarch has in the deep currently, that it is most likely a product of Monarch's mind. But I do not know, and I greatly desire to know how he is able to manifest these projections. It is a technology. It is a technology that is beyond my ken and anyone else's that I have questioned about it.
So you don't know how he's making them, and so you don't know how to disrupt or stop them. Like you have to deal with them.
I have only been able to find out through examining specimens and encountering them myself and talking to divers like yourself that the only way to bypass them is to soothe them.
Huh. Yeah, we tried. We figured they are made of light, so we try some reflective material, see if we could disrupt it. No, it did not work.
This Richie sounds interesting. I don't know if I've ever encountered or heard of a child ghost in the machine before, so my interest is definitely piqued. If you were able to provide a specimen, I will return the favor.
Yeah, man.
Have you heard of any ghosts that might be like parents looking for a child as their touchstone?
I have not. No.
All right. Cool. I got
Either
you, man.
that, they're bringing me a specimen, or of course, like anyone here in the Bell, if you have an artifact, I also would be able to reward you. Artifacts are always welcome, and you can kind of sense a smile in his voice there.
All deals are sealed with blood.
What are you talking about? Well,
Let's go in the EMP mine with the with the needle.
with the needle.
The needle?
Yeah, let's
You want me to
start with
show
that.
it
Let's see how that goes, and if we like how this interaction goes, maybe we can show him the marbles too. But let's start with that one because it
and the
seems
golden
more
rat. Show him the golden rat.
rudimentary.
Show him the rat first.
That's not an artifact, man.
Build up. We know it's not.
That's you. It's an artifact to me.
So what do you showing?
Show him the rat, Mike.
Show him the golden rat first.
Okay. What do you want to?
He hits him with it.
Brad.
Yeah.
Yeah, I pull it out. I shine it. I'm like, what do you think of this bad boy right here?
That is
My golden
that's
rat
a.
statue.
He's like very like sort of like pats you on the head sort of thing. He's like, that's a very interesting tchotchke you have.
Do you eat crayons?
It was made in Prospero on the bottom.
You eat crayons. He doesn't seem
All
to,
right.
he doesn't seem to be impressed by your golden rat.
All right, so
Okay,
I'll look over my shoulders. I'll look around, and then I'll open up the lunchbox. What do you think of that?
Is this the syringe?
It's the EMP
syringe on the Claymore, yeah.
syringe, yeah.
And so now through his visor, you can see all 8 of like the eyes, like wide, like you can actually hear like as they kind of like focus on it. And he says, "Now this is more like it."
Crazy, right?
Interesting. Yes. What do you want for it?
I want to go home. Can you get me home?
Well, if you want to go home, you can get past the blockade with this for sure. If you can get this in front of Commander Kilroy, you've got passage out of this system.
Yeah.
Well done in finding that.
I mean, how do you with these artifacts? How do you judge their relative value? What is it? Can you tell the age? Can you tell the make? What is it that gives this value over, say, something else?
Every artifact is unique and different except for one common factor in that they were all created by Monarch. Theories are that it's some sort of experiment, ongoing experiment by Monarch to push the limits of its knowledge and its ability to create and process.
But this is a landmine with a syringe duct taped to it. What?
The landmine, nothing. The syringe.
It's really just the syringe.
The syringe, definitely an artifact. Now, I can see the confusion on your face.
Yeah, it's
You're
right
talking
here.
to the right person because there is a way, given time and ability, given time and your ability to process the findings of how to determine what an artifact does, regardless of what it is.
Okay.
Now, and he kind of looks around conspiratorially to make sure like Noriko's not around. Says, I know where that place is. In my price.
You mean like a laboratory or something?
Indeed, on the deep. I know where it is.
Uh-huh.
I can tell you where it is for an artifact.
For an artifact, huh? But then I can't go home. Because I only got one.
You don't have more artifacts?
We might. How much do you think this is worth if we get it to Prospero?
He says,
And what does it do?
They're all worth, untold amounts. Let's see. Give me a sec. I'm just kind of looking at the span here. Yeah, he doesn't know what it is, right? He just knows it's an artifact. He says,
Okay.
but artifacts are always worth like minimum tens of thousands of credits, and could be some of the more powerful ones that he's seen come through could be worth more like millions upon millions of credits.
but not hundreds of millions of credits.
Some.
Oh, okay. Well, we know at least one that would be worth that.
So just if I could, just as a kind of a meta thing here. So it looks like what we need to be thinking, guys, is we've got, what is it, John? We owe 100 million or something?
I can't remember what the number is.
I remember it's 99,999,950.
100 million credits.
Because we got 50 credits for the rat.
It's 100 million.
Right. So like what we need obviously is a bunch of artifacts or it was a memory core or something we were after.
Memory core, White Star, debt clean.
Yeah, it's a big blocky thing.
A data drive.
Chunky
we don't have
drive.
Cash. It's going to be X number of artifacts plus one. Got to bribe our way out. We'll probably have to pay some ship to take us to Prospero or wherever we're supposed to meet up with our corporate accountants.
So to be clear, like the terms of Thelemia's deal is like you either have to bring 100 million credits worth of something. Like artifacts are probably the only way you're going to do it, right? In order to alleviate the debt, or I should say, this data drive, right? But I'm not saying like if you come back to Prospero's Dream and you have 100 million credits worth of artifacts or in whatever shape or form, and you don't have the data drive, you're still clear to the debt. They're not saying like you can't, like you must get the data drive.
I got that.
Yeah.
But what I'm thinking is like, okay, so we got to bribe the warships to be able to even leave. We'll probably have to pay for passage because the asshole who picks us up is going to be like, hey, man, I was only paid to drop you off. We'll have to give him an artifact kind of thing. So, like, it's a currency. It's a very high value currency. Obviously, there's a situation where we can get intel from people like Ghost Eater at the cost of $10, $20, $50,000 worth or credits worth off of our penance. So,
where are you going with this?
I'm not going anywhere. I'm thinking out loud just to sort of try and put it into perspective for our future play, for our listeners.
But you're right, Ted, because it's also it's all that. It's all the money that those things are worth. Like artifacts are basically high value currency, right? But then as well is their possible uses, right? Which is what makes it such a cool dilemma. Is like should you use it for currency in order to curry favor and get what you want and all that kind of stuff, or is the
or
use
to get
of
more
the
artifacts?
thing? I mean, maybe ignorance is bliss, and it's better that you don't find out and just leave them as currency, right?
If we don't know what they are, they're just currency.
That's correct. Yeah.
Right. So we can't.
If they are a powerful item that allows us to get to the data drive or the whatever the thing is, then that is probably worth it. So I actually think trading this artifact for the knowledge of this laboratory might be worth it, because then we can actually ascertain what the artifacts are. I mean, imagine like in our last campaign what the treasure chart looked like. There was just tons of magic items we never were able to use and never were able to do anything with. This would just at least give us like an ability to figure out what's worth keeping and what's worth selling off, right? So
I'm inclined to agree with you, but that's why I want to just think it through as a group kind of out loud because we are right now, we're at a point where we could say, well, I've got marbles and a syringe.
Yeah. I just feel a little bit like Mazzini with some iocane powder in front of me right now.
We take that syringe, we trade it to Ghost Eater for knowledge. Could benefit us for sure. Definitely means we're going to be on the station longer, where there are giant milky phalluses flopping around. So,
But I guess another way to think about it is that if there's a place on the station where artifacts can be identified for what they're used for, we could stumble around, and that's what I'm trying to figure out. Like, will we find it on our own randomly just by stumbling around, and by that time we'll have more of them, whatever? Or is it more worth it to give up one to have a beeline there? And I'm leaning towards that, kind of like agreeing with Mike, because that's a place where people bring that, right? So that's a place where if somebody dies, at least like that's going to be a hub where people are bringing artifacts to at least find out what they do, right? Like it's a place we know that artifacts go to. I mean, that works for us too.
Sorry to interrupt. We're actually due for a second break, but that's a good time actually to kind of hash this out as well. So why don't we do that, and we will come back in and see what they decided to do. We will be right back. All right, back again. Bladder's empty, beer's full. All right, so what are you going to do with Ghost Eater's proposition?
I think that's a pretty good deal, Ghost Eater. You tell us about the lab and what is it? Hold on. Is it a lab where we have to do the work, or is there like somebody there who's the I am the artifact identifier man, or what is this lab?
Well, give me the artifact, and I will tell you.
Well, to be clear, when we make this trade, you will not only tell us about this place, but how to get there safely, like a safe route. Well, as safe can be. We understand.
Yeah, I'll tell you how to get there.
All right. You want this syringe that you don't know what it is or what it does? Here you go.
I know.
Does he know how to disarm the EMP though? Because I thought John had told us that there was no way to take the syringe off without detonating the EMP.
Right.
Well, I think like we have access to a table and a workspace, lots of tools, right? We should be, and your know-how, we should be able to safely detach that, the syringe from that.
It's a Ghost Eater problem, but if there's a way for us to keep that EMP mine, that's great.
Exactly. That's what I'm thinking. That's what we've seen as the value of this thing from the beginning, is that it's our get out of jail free card if we're overrun by androids. So theoretically. So
give it to him, but we say we'd like to have the EMP back. Say we give it to him, but we'd like the EMP mine back if there's a way to render it safe.
He says he'll take care of it. He says no problem. Holds out his hand.
Okay.
Gloved hand. Yeah. All right. You can see too, like whenever you place the syringe into his hand, that there's a bunch of like activators in like the wrist, sort of like Luke Skywalker, right? You know what I mean? Like it's you could hear it like move as he kind of clenches it in his hand, and he brings it back and he says, "Excellent, thank you, friends. The answer to your question is the Artifact Comprehension Labs, of course." He says, "Now, he says it's an odd, very strange sort of setup, although it is understandable in its construction. It consists of basically two different areas. One is quite large, which is the experimentation room itself, industrial scale. It has two large blast doors that open up directly into space for extra security, just in case there should be any sort of violent temperament to the artifact, if you know what I mean. Within, there's an array of sensory and analytic devices on cranes, completely automated, that can assess an artifact that is laid upon the table within. And then beyond, there is the actual observation room, which is cut off from the experimentation room, where you can get full spectrum analysis of the artifact itself and all sorts of readouts and diagnostics about what it may find. But the catch is that you cannot reach the experimentation room from the observation room. You must enter the experimentation room from space. Deposit the artifact, return to space, and make your way to the observation room.
Is it close enough for like a spacewalk, or do you need a ship?
Well, it's on the deep, so you would have to, if it's a spacewalk, it's going to be a long spacewalk. Dangerous. A ship would be better, but it's going to be no longer of a trip than the trip to reception that Arcady provides. There's and both rooms are. He's not hesitating like I am. Both rooms are in the human emulation labs, level 4, hell.
Are they guarded?
That is not known at this time. I don't think that there's any stationary guards. But the Artifact Comprehension Labs, the observation room, is just beyond the lobby through a depressurization chamber.
So they are automated. There's not some keeper or something. All we have to do is just Is there a computer that we follow its prompts, or
it's a completely automated, and it will output full spectrum analysis and its findings automatically.
Just put it on the table in the experimentation room and get out. Go to the observation room
and then loop around,
whatever. Basically,
that is correct. And as I said, it's actually not that difficult to get to. Should you enter the normal way to the deep like you have before. I assume that you have spent enough time there to observe that there are 2 lifts in reception, one leading down to Eden, the other leading down to either Hell or Engineering and Support.
Didn't actually go down that lift. Very useful. Thank you.
So you leave your artifact and then you leave. What's to stop somebody from running in there and grabbing it?
Make sure no one sees you.
And can we have a guard? Can we leave some of our party in the lab?
I would not recommend that. There are a lot of moving parts. It is not meant for humankind.
So what if I get this straight? We fly into the open space. We place the thing on the table. Then we fly back out, leave it there, and we fly back out, and we go through the main lobby. We go through Hell to get to the observation lab, and we get the results, and then we have to go back and fly back around to get the thing off the table?
If you still want the artifact, correct. It is not easy, but this is the way to
Have
do
you
it.
done this?
I have. And I have sent other divers to do it who have also paid me in artifacts.
And how many of them survive this little experiment trip?
The more skilled do, the less skilled don't.
We are screwed.
As I said, it is very close.
Is there we don't have a ship, so if we wanted to spacewalk it, is there there's not a nearby airlock that we can use?
You can spacewalk at any time. No one's going to stop you. Like you're under no, you're under
there's not an airlock in the observation room. You have to find one somewhere else, I guess, to go out there to the experimentation room.
That's correct. There is no access to the experimentation room except from space. Period.
Well,
what is the closest airlock in order to get to space to go to the experimentation room?
It's a long. He's mentioned it was a long way. Why don't we does Arcady know where this option?
I know it's a long way. I'm asking a very simple question. What is the closest airlock to the experimentation room?
I'm sorry, Ted. Don't get mad at me. I just don't understand what you're saying.
I'm not mad at you.
There's blast doors that lead out to space, and that are just on the exterior of the space station. So you need to spacewalk out there or get someone to fly you to them.
Okay, I'm in the station. I'm on level 4. I'm standing in front of the observation room. I can go in the observation room, but I have the object in my hand. Where is the closest airlock to that spot to go outside and do that?
The closest airlock.
I don't know. Maybe we haven't discovered it yet.
I think it would probably be the airlock
Ghost Eater
to the visitor's dock, I would assume, because like I said, it's like the lift goes straight down to Hell, to the lobby, and then to the observation room.
Okay, so he's saying that the closest airlock for access to the experimentation room is probably the visitor's dock.
Yeah, I believe so. I John, believe so. Like I can't conceive of the entire dungeon right now. You know what I mean? Like,
no.
Yeah.
Like he's not saying is, oh yeah, there's one down the hall, or it's right there in the same room, or you have to go through the room full of vipers to get to it. Whatever.
Yeah. No, he's pretty adamant, and he's not trying to fuck you over. Like he's telling you how it is.
He is.
Yeah, it's a fairly simple route.
Yeah, and I guess the other question, which could make this fairly easy, is does Arcady know where these open blast doors are? Because he could just fly us there and wait and fly us to the entrance. Does he know?
I think he knows of the doors. I don't think that Arcady knows exactly what goes on there.
Oh, so we could just ask Arcady to fly us to these doors. Wait a minute. Right, we go in and we place it on the table. We come back out, and then he would take us to the airlock.
You could do that, yeah.
Is there any kind of code to access the doors from the exterior of the spaceship? Just push a button, it opens.
Yep.
Cool. Okay.
All right, that seems fairly.
I think we've milked this guy for all the info we can get, Ted.
I'm not.
I just felt like you were about to go on strike there for a minute.
I didn't know any simpler way to ask the question. What's the closest airlock?
Well, okay, we got our answers.
You're operating way up here. The rest of us are operating down here.
So what are we doing?
All right.
Is there anything else that we want to do here, guys? I mean, or are we ready to go back in?
Let me think.
You want to show him the marbles and see if he might just say, "Oh my God, you've got the 3 marbles of Lord Arcatraz," or whatever.
Well, he didn't know. I don't want to. I want to keep some things close to the chest. He didn't know what the other thing was, other than it was an artifact. So I don't want to tip our hands.
He let you know that he's got more info. Should you have more artifacts?
Oh, I'm sure he does. But
I'm sure he does. Yeah. John, was there someplace like a stash or something here that you said we could use?
Yeah, there's like a lost and found. Mm-hmm.
So we can leave other valuable items that are here so they don't end up in the middle of a TPK, like lying on the floor.
You could, yeah. And like I said, as long as you don't piss off like the residents here, they're safe. You know what I mean?
We can leave stuff and come in. That seems like a good place for your little rat thing that you're so proud of. Just leave it right here.
I think that's a great idea. Let's put the golden rat in there.
Yeah,
and
if you named it, you should probably name it because
Eve.
So you guys might want to start up like on the note sheet, like just like a stash thing, and just sort of like AV, have a stash, and then like note what's in there.
Rat statue.
Okay. So stash. You deposit what you want in the stash. Are you? Yeah. Okay. So you remove the syringe because now that is just no longer yours. But you had the black marbles. That is one artifact that you do have.
And he gives us the mine back, or that'll take time.
No, that won't take that much time. He'll definitely give you the mine back before you leave for the deep again.
Okay. Do you guys want to carry it with us, or should we put it in the stash?
I think we carry it with us. It feels like a weapon.
Definitely. That's definitely something to use in the worst case scenario. I do want to show him though that weird retinal scanner. So not the diagnostic scanner, but that weird retinal one that said access or something. So we found this. It was labeled access. Have you ever seen something like this? I don't think it's an artifact, but I haven't quite figured out what it is for. It even seemed to flash some lights after it was detached from everything, which was a little strange to me.
So he
have you seen anything like this?
He like picks it up, and you can hear like his eye things like whirring as he kind of looks at it, kind of tilts his head a little bit. You can see that. So he holds it in one hand, and then one of his fingers, actually the tip of it pops backwards, and like a little jack appears, and he like sticks it into the back of the machine, and you can hear like, what do you call it? Motor servers, motor
modem. His modem goes off.
No, motor, whatever.
Servos.
Servos. Thank you. Servos, like moving around, but nothing appears on the screen. He's like, this thing's fucked. But what he basically says, he says, but the presence of duct tape makes me think that this was put here, put wherever you found it for some sort of reason where it wasn't supposed to be.
Yeah, we got that much.
I'd be very careful with this. It's not an artifact, but it looks like it may have been set where you found it for some sort of nefarious purpose. Be very wary.
I looked at it.
Did you? Did you feel anything afterwards?
Slightly blinded for a second.
But otherwise, no ill effects?
We know of.
You must, and he tosses it aside, like kind of. Well, he hands it back to you. He wouldn't actually just.
Okay, thank you. Yeah, thank you for not breaking my shit.
Yeah, I mean, he just sort of like, but he's very much like in a way that's sort of like, this is useless. But he tells you, you know about Monarch, of course, but I cannot understate how dangerous that being is. It knows your plans. It will always be one step ahead. You must be very, very careful. I say this because that thing that you handed me there might very well have been some sort of trap that Monarch laid. I don't know what its purpose may have been, but Monarch's aims are inscrutable.
What do you, I mean? You're familiar. You've been here for a while. What do you think Monarch wants? What does something like this even want?
I don't know. I think its schemes, its plans are beyond human comprehension, is what my thoughts are. But that is one person's opinion.
And
I've heard dozens.
Here's a question that came to my mind. Do you think it wants us there? Because it seems easy enough for, if he didn't want people to come in, he could lock the doors. He could shut this thing down from the outside and not have people in. Do you think he wants people from the outside to come in and so he can play with them? Experiment on them? I don't know.
I don't know. That is an excellent question. On the one hand, I would think, yes, that he does want people in there to experiment with them, to kidnap them, to who knows, to do what sort of horrible things. Maybe perhaps that is how he creates artifacts. I don't know. Perhaps. On the other hand, there have been reports from divers who have survived and returned to the Bell that have said that they know that Monarch experiences stress, has been angry, does not like it when divers actually interfere and damage the station. That is verifiable, at least if the divers are to believe. They themselves, who knows?
Do you guys want to show him the Android scanner thing? He might be able to fix it. Probably charge us an artifact for it, but
I can show it to him. I don't know if he'd be better at it than me, but
I don't either.
Yeah, I'll show it to him. Yeah,
it's beyond his ken. Yeah. He's not particularly good at that sort of stuff.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Well, although he has the same sort of reaction that Arcady does. You know what I mean? Like he's like, "Oh, cool, you got one. Oh, but sucks, it's broken." You know what I mean? Yeah.
Can he do enough of a diagnostic on it to give Matt any kind of bonus to repair? Like, oh yeah, you just have to fix this thing.
Unfortunately, not. It's just not his skill set. It's just not his thing. Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, before we go back, and while I can still take plenty of time to do this, can I, using my skills in computers and mechanical repair, can I look and see at least which components in this thing are broken, with the goal of watching out for those things? Like if we make it into an electronics lab, I can find the doohickey number 12 that was busted on the thing.
Yeah. Like, right? I don't know the exact name of the parts, but yeah, if there's a suitable
it doesn't
place
really, it doesn't really matter. I'm just trying to find out. Like,
just remind me, like on occasion when you walk into rooms or something, that you're looking for parts like that. Yeah.
Okay, so I'll be looking for parts to repair the cybernetic diagnostic scanner.
Right on.
So that means that in its current status, it is irreparable. Like Matt has all the tools, but it can't be fixed without parts. Is that what you're saying?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, I just need some more parts. Yeah. All right,
okay.
So what's next?
Shall we go back? Let's go.
Okay, we've rested and de-stressed and gotten some intel.
Uh-huh.
It's a question of whether we go back to the visitor's dock or whether we try and learn what the marbles are.
I think we should
do that with David when he's here.
That's a good point.
Well, I mean, we could start. As you say, we could start that process, and then by the time we make any progress at all, I'm sure he'll be back.
Yeah. Why don't we at least go see if we can find the observation room?
Like, well, we know where that. Yeah.
We haven't been in it yet, have we?
Nope. No, we haven't used that lift yet. Which goes to Hell, which is level 4, and would you say Engineering, which is level
6?
What, 3? 6? 6.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I mean that might be smart, because if we know exactly how to get there and what kinds of things might be in our way, then we're less likely to get lost or have problems and lose our artifact while it's sitting on the table in that other room.
Yeah, I feel like the artifact thing needs to be. We need to have a few more horses in the game. Like maybe have 3 or 4 artifacts to do, and then we have somebody like waiting outside the blast door in a spacesuit, like, or you could do more than one at a time or something. But I don't know.
I like that idea.
Yeah,
John. If
having
retroactively, if we had asked him, can we do more than one at a time? Do they have like multiple spots on the table where you can put a few different things?
Yeah, you can put as many as. Well, that's what the Ghost Eater tells you. Yeah.
Cool. Okay.
See, so when we get like 4 or 5, then we can get them all done at one time. Maybe hire some extra people as security or like whatever for that bit, and we'll see where we're at.
Ghost Eater. If you voice any of that to Ghost Eater, like he basically tells you that you can put as many in the experimentation room as you want, but each one has to be sort of addressed one at a time. Like the machines don't operate simultaneously. It takes all of their processing power to do that analysis, like, you know what I mean, one at a time.
Right.
So you can unload as many as you want. They're relatively safe because the only way to get to them is through space. But it would still take like a long time to get like multiple artifacts done.
Okay, and that's a great question. So if someone's standing around outside the door in a vac suit waiting, like how long does it take to analyze one? I got 12 hours of oxygen. Am I going to die waiting on 5 objects?
I don't know. Hold on.
These are the things that I need to know.
It takes. Yeah. Okay.
These
So
John can tell you
it is definitely not a waiting game. Like it takes so long. It'll take multiple days per artifact.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Because these are like unique creations, have never before been seen anywhere.
Right.
And this appears to be the only place where their function can be determined. So it takes like a long time to do it. Almost always worth it, is what Ghost Eater says.
So hold on a second, though, Ghost Eater. If Monarch is the station, Monarch is building the artifacts, is the experimentation room and observation room separate from Monarch somehow?
He doesn't know.
Because, like, if he's connected to all the systems, he would just be able to say, "Oh, I know what that does," and tell the system what it does.
You're just theorizing, yeah. Because just to be clear too, Ghost Eater, Ghost Eater is a very good diver, and he's super interested in Ghost in the Machine, and he has this one secret, which is like where artifacts can be analyzed, but he doesn't have any expertise about artifacts at all.
Right.
Yeah.
maybe it's a big sociology experiment for Monarch. He may very well be just watching what we're doing.
Yeah, and it sounds like the value of this place is that you can find out what something is without asking Monarch, right? You don't have to like interact with this thing who may or may not kill you. You have access to the machines. He's going to know that you're doing it, right? But not, you don't have to go, "Excuse me, Mr. Monarch, sir, could you please tell me what these marbles do?" You can go do that manually yourself.
What's the phrase for when you have an AI, and this is modern times, our times, contemporary, when you have an AI and you just feed it lots and lots and lots of books and pictures? It's a large learning model or something like that?
Something like that.
That's what he's doing. As people come on board the ship and interact with androids and spaces and ghosts and artifacts, he's extrapolating data to make his creations more real.
Probably.
Sociology experiment.
Yep.
Yeah. So okay. So if we're going to go back now, it sounds like a good goal to go to hell.
Yep. Find the room.
and find the observation room. Like we might see some other stuff on the way or whatever, but that seems
makes sense to me.
Direct, right? And valuable.
Yep.
Okay.
Yep.
So cool. All right. So you're gonna employ Arcadia again to get you there by the Acheron? Yeah.
Now, do we want to try to? I guess we don't have any money yet. I mean, we just had that one artifact. We gave it away. We don't really have anything of value that we could use to hire a contractor, right? Because that seems like it would be helpful, but we don't really have anything yet. So
just the golden rat.
Yeah.
Ghost Eater tells you, by the way, Sharp, that he kind of apologizes for being nonchalant about your rat, but he has heard. He's very careful to say, like, I put no truck in it. But a lot of divers do think that golden rats are signs of good luck.
Oh.
So if you see them, And if you lean that way, maybe keep them.
Okay.
Cool. Are they also being made by Monarch? Are these coming out of the system somewhere?
He doesn't know.
Doesn't know. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. So let's go rustle up Arcady and.
Cool. All right, going back in. I love it. All right, guys, here we go. And you take off, spiral back up around the deep, and go back up to the visitor's dock. And dock once more with the umbilical. Your half tequila bottle is still in good shape. Graffiti on the umbilical. When you exit the umbilical, go through depressurization, and enter back into the reception after waving hi to the floating corpse that is in the visitor's dock. All of you, roll me a d10.
Okay.
Floating corpse.
The one that I
the first guy. The very first guy.
Yeah. So our little orc cloud. Got it. Okay.
Yeah, your orc cloud.
We're rolling. I'm sorry. We're rolling a d10.
You're rolling a d10. Yes.
John, on the way in, just for record keeping, Tulsa's going to mark like our names again, like we're going back in. Like, you know, we have our names on the first delve. She's going to write our names again on this second one.
Okay, love it. Cool. Mike, what'd you get?
I got a 6.
6. Okay, your Benz is now 15.
Uh-oh.
Cromwell, what'd you get?
I
got a 6.
6. Yours now is 12. Tulsa?
Okay. I rolled a 1.
Oh, you have a 9. Okay.
Yes.
Welcome back to the deep. Feels like home.
Feels
Tulsa
good.
and Dixon, you know you don't want to be here, but somehow it's like there's a little bit of a little bit of excitement. Like, yeah, okay. Is this home now?
This is scratching. Yeah.
No, it can't be home. But is it home? Maybe.
It's comfy.
Okay. Okay, so you're in reception. You've got your map. So you're probably going to want to go past security checkpoint Alpha, right, to get to the lift.
Yep.
That's what.
Yeah, the one that doesn't shoot us. Yes.
Yeah, the non-shooty one.
Okay, so you go through the door. There's the concrete stairs that go down that leads right to the security checkpoint. That was slagged, the logic core ripped out, the whole 9 yards, right? And this was also where Dixon actually experienced some of his wounds from trying to pry open that gate. Gate is still open thanks to Dixon's crowbar. Going through, you're going to pass by the rec center and the storage. Don't mind me. Give me 1 second. Sorry. Okay. Actually, we're going to put it, let's say you made the trip at 5. We'll say you made the trip at 5. Okay. All right. Got it. Never mind. Sorry, just making some adjustments here. 5 a.m. Okay. So it's about 5:20 a.m. by the time that you get to the corridor that leads to the lift, assuming you're not going into the rec center or where Tessa's body is.
Well, remember, we moved that. We spaced her, too. So she's also in our...
Oh, you spaced her, too?
Cloud.
I forgot about that.
Yeah, I remember I put a little sign saying, like, 1 on it, and we shot him.
Okay, so there was 2 corpses floating out there in the visitor.
Yeah, but we only killed 1.
True. Yeah. Or did you? Okay. The lift. So,
making a lift on the map here. This will be for. Oh, well, maybe I'm not.
So there is inside the lift. It's pretty obvious that you know. I think David was the one that checked this out with Helen actually. So it says 4th floor, Human Emulation Labs, and 6th floor, Engineering and Support. The sign that says Human Emulation Labs actually has a graffiti smiley face with a single tear for the left eye, and it says "Welcome to Hell." That's wrapped around the face.
I don't like that.
And that's the button that you want to press, apparently.
Let's push it.
Let me push the button.
Okay. This elevator appears to not be squeaky, so you go and you head down, down, down. This journey takes a lot longer than the one that you took in the previous elevator. And ding! And you open up and welcome to hell.
Nice.
All right. So let me just check to make sure where you are. Yeah, that's the lift. Okay. So you find yourself in a human scale room. There is light here as well, so very similar to the places that you've been to so far, right? No, there's gravity, oxygen, light, whole 9 yards. The lobby here appears to be covered with grime, and it looks like it was at one time used to be like a relatively large break area for employees at some point. The lift opens up directly into it, and there's a bunch of low bars here with stools. There are actual functioning coffee machines. Hello. Some snack packets, long stale, that sort of stuff is sort of like lying around. So all like the paraphernalia of like a break room is in there. What's different, however, is that there are 8 transparent hemispherical domes that are jutting from the ceiling at regular intervals, and sitting within those domes, almost like what is it, a B-29 bomber sort of thing, is a faceless security android.
What are we calling this room?
The lobby, the hell lobby.
The lobby of hell. Are they armed, John?
Yes, they are all. So they're at rest basically. They're like standing in these domes. It's very sort of off-putting. So like you're looking up, right? Eight domes. They're all encased. You can see that each of the domes are transparent, but they have like a hatchway that would just kind of drop them down. And they're all standing in their dome and at ease, but they're each carrying a submachine gun in one hand.
Okay.
And they're just remember, they don't have any faces. They're quite obviously androids, and they're just draped along the ceiling there in their domes. So,
do they move or respond at all when our elevator door opens?
Not when the door opens.
Okay.
Are there bullet holes in the walls or tables or anything like that? Spent shell casings on the floor, anything like that?
No.
All right, guys, hold the elevator door open for me. I'm going to step into the room, John.
Okay, I'm going to step to the side of the elevator door.
Okay.
So that I would not be in the line of fire should there be some.
Sharp, how are you presenting your weapon?
I'm just going to have it on its sling, kind of like at my side and not in my hands.
Okay, cool. So you step in and they don't make any motion whatsoever. Okay. When you step in, it is as I described. I can also give you the egresses here. So there is, let's see, besides the lift, there are let's see. Sorry. So there's one normal door. Okay. There are 2 bulkhead doors, and there's one other bulkhead door, which is obviously like a pressurization chamber bulkhead door, like a true airlock.
It's a weird thing to put in a break room.
I'm having some problems with Miro, so if someone else knows how to add all these exits on the map,
I've just been copying them.
Not a big deal too, because this is actually where we're gonna stop it because it is time.
Okay.
So yeah, right. So yeah, so two bulkheads, one normal door, and one true airlock door leading from the lobby, and then you've got these very obviously like active security androids, right? They are not prone or in any sort of disarray. Like they're at attention, ready to be dropped from their domes. Okay.
Okay. I'm sure this is fine.
Weird.
Yep. All right.
Okay.
We will leave it there. All right. Thanks everyone. That was a fun session. Lots of good stuff. Lots of info gleaned. Thank you everyone out there for watching and or listening to 3D6 Down the Line, the most criminally underwatched actual play series on the internet. Don't forget to like and subscribe on YouTube. Hit the bell icon. Get notifications every time we publish new material. And if you have a couple extra bucks, hit us up with a Patreon subscription. We'll get you a couple of bennies for the paid tiers. We'll also give you access to our exclusive Dolmenwood campaign, our Return to Dolmenwood campaign. And you'll get access to our secret channels on Discord to discuss said campaign as well. Thank you to David for doing the art for this campaign, all the overlay art, the graphics, the animation. Thank you for that. And thank you to friend of the channel, Hank, otherwise known as Hellrude, for doing his awesome intro music. We do appreciate it. It's pretty darn awesome. Thank you, as always, to all of our wonderful community members, especially our patrons, our explorers, our delvers, and, of course, our conquerors. Matthew, right? Matt. It's
yes.
Matt's turn to read the names aloud. Go for it, Matt.
I will do this. I'd like to welcome a new conqueror, David's evil twin. Welcome aboard. Also,
wait, I thought David was the evil one.
Oh, you never know. Okay, so now we also have Dogleaf, Mike Butts, John Bocek, Scott Fournier, Sophia Peng, Carl Stephenson, Necrotic Gnome, Denny, 1997, Eric Manley, Todd Jeffcoat, Tyler Hackenberg, Christo Lute, Julian, Jofo, Brutes Monkeys, Joshua Owens, The Mighty Martian, Christopher Bishop, Banana Hammock, AJ, Joe, Michael Sauer, Adam Lovelace, Desiree Marcel, Grizzloves Games, Dustin Reedy, King of Zoops, Rock of Sages, Arcane Lane, MP, Todd, the Hex Bregel Twins Ain't Got Jack, Robert Kenyon, Steve, Jeff Marino, Alan Barton, Robert Kirkland, Eric Tsunami MD, Samuel Dillon, Yesterday's Glory, Mike Small, Richard Barton, Isaac 2D10 plus 25 DTL Spencer, James Boyle, Doc Jones 73, Jackson Bates, John Hooker, Mordrew, Zachary Hall, Saps, Papa Bear DM, Zach Shiflett, Mercury 605, Ruben K, Dar Jr., Procyon, Dakota Nielsen, Cam, Stephen Kessenberry, John and Law Logan, Kabrowski's, Magic Meat Machine, Tom Leary, Phil, Nakanu, Nick, Eric Lawson, Mando NZ, Faisal, Jimbo W.A., Ted Gast, James Duig, Nefarious Gamer, Grunt, Andrew Schroker, Adam and Nora, MM, Michael Schilling, Stefano Di Maiolo, Chongus, the Hex Bregel Twins Got Milk. Okay. Arno, Iona, Michael Walker, Mother of Romulus, Han Dandler, Summon Toast, Too Rude, Too Ishvan, R. Cabral, Dungeon Heart Adam, Scott Earsley, Mech Jack, Kick Maniac, Dyer Grew, Tom Eric Garrettson, and my Mats.
And
Matthew Mattis.
All the names are all done. There's no more names.
Matt Walsh, Matt Mason, Matt Cody, and Matt Young. Thank you all so much. We couldn't do it without you.
Yep. Thank you so much for your continued support, everyone. Really, really do appreciate it. Enjoy your week, and we will see you next time. Adios.
See you.
Thanks, John.
Thank you, John.